back to Charisma Plus. Thank you guys very much for joining us on your Saturday night. Oh man, well let's just hop straight into some fan art. Oh, by the way, we got Matt back. Yay!
Hey!
He still isn't feeling very well, but he should be back with us next week. So let's see what we got. We got old Bump made a post.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that you, Bump?
That is basically his character.
That is my character right there.
That's your
That is
character?
him.
That's your character. Looking good too.
Good.
man.
That smile.
It's like all that strength and charisma, strong.
Yeah, you turn into Terry Crews in the game. True story.
Let's see. Then we got some Scran.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, got that
Yeah.
smoky
The
armor.
smoky armor.
You got abs on the outside of your army?
I mean, same dude. Looks like the same dude to me. I can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Basically the same.
Twins, baby, twins.
That's how you make a cake finger right there. Strength and charisma. Doing.
Then someone's trying to. It's like what they said on here is when you're trying to draw Nicholas, but you draw Jesus instead. You're like, Brian done talking to you. Come back over here.
Come back.
Come back over here. And then we got this is Ruby. Let me zoom in a little bit so we can see what's going on here. She has lost her neck piece and she is stressed.
Yeah.
She's ready to eat
She
somebody.
is feeling hungry
That girl really was mad.
for that
Oh,
flesh.
and then we got someone took a screenshot. Oh man, it's real small. Zoom it in. It's a little blurry, but when you listen to Scran Talkers Love Is Reading, you're dealing with this crap. And everybody's just like,
All three of us, though, we're all just like, fuck.
Shut the
Oh.
Oh man. Yeah, thank you guys very much for the fan art. If you guys got to send to us, hashtag Charisma Plus on Twitter, and we'll see it and we'll put it in the next episode. So, let's do a little bit of catching up from last time, the last episode. Bump, what happened to you, man? You lost your head.
in more than one way.
So, was going to, Scran and also went to talk with Nicholas and, stuff got said and next thing you know, Nicholas started like bringing up the past, talking about we were lovers and cheating on Nicholas with my twin brother in the past. So, like, he just kept egging it on.
You wasn't hearing that. Like, that didn't happen. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. I don't remember. It didn't happen. And next thing you know, he was like,
but he does remember. He just
block it. Just block it out. Just block it out. And, next thing you know, things got pretty heated and they started going back and forth and started to have a fight. And just to make a long story short, Oscar lost his head.
Yeah, you got cursed, and like as you walked outside, your head kind of tumbled off your shoulders as Scron's behind you looking, thinking you're dead.
Yeah.
You put one of the anti-magic necklaces on Nicholas. The Archmage came to pick him up. They took him away, and they basically couldn't do anything for you, and Nicholas refused to help, and said that pretty much you got to come find him if you want to get that fixed. So we'll see where that goes. And then he also sent Ruby with you guys. So you guys got a old vampire 13-year-old girl following you around. He told her to not help you guys out unless you absolutely need it because you're not going to learn anything if she does everything for you. Then you guys sold some of your gems that you had from the dungeon. You got some money that way. And you guys headed out, going down the road, and you guys were going down the path. A man came out of the forest and fell into the street and looked at you with these big, thick glasses and an underbite, and he told you guys to run because the Forest Yeti was coming, and the Forest Yeti did come. And how'd that go?
Well, I mean, it was a good fight. Came, dashed up there a little bit, gave him some hands.
Yeah, did he return the favor?
Yeah, Mary threw a fireball, and we thought it was gonna catch him on fire, but he liked it. He ate it. Like he absorbed the spirit bomb, and then he started, he looked at me and stared into my soul with fire and struck me down.
How was I supposed to know he was a fire elemental wood yeti? I mean, come on.
I mean, it was a good idea. I was like, hey. And then he was like, nah.
Well, Mary, at the very beginning, he showed up and you got to go before he did, and you feared him and made him run away.
I did scare the crap out of him.
Yeah, so he was real far away, and then Hamo moved all the way up there and shadow stepped and hit him.
I stepped back.
And then you walked back 15 feet, and so the Yeti just walked up 2 steps and slapped you into the dirt. You were down.
Put me to sleep. And then I got lifted in the air.
Oh, you almost got allied, yeah.
So Mary, you cast what was it you cast on him?
I levitated him because I wasn't close enough to heal him by hand. My speed wasn't high enough. So to get him out of the way of the battle, I lifted him up into the air. So he was just unconscious up in the air while this Yeti's fighting stuff down here. I thought that was pretty cool.
And so everybody thought the Yeti was going to turn around and see him flying up in the air and just jump up and spike him into the ground.
But he didn't.
I'm glad he didn't, because I wouldn't have a character sheet right now.
So you guys beat the Super Saiyan Yeti.
Yeah.
And the woods got caught on fire in the fight.
Yeah, that happened.
No.
This dead, just like, well.
And then y'all left.
Yeah, we were just like,
yeah, you guys, made some animal handling checks and got the horse to go to get out of there. Scron, you pulled off some fur.
Cut some
quick, like 4x4 square fur, crudely, because you had like 6 seconds to do it.
Plenty of time.
Osteron, you got blasted by some fire, and your head rolled off.
This is gonna be so difficult.
And then you guys beat the Yeti, and he fell on top of you because you had to get your head and couldn't get out of the way. But then you guys left. You guys went to Little Fort. Little Fort is more of, when you imagine like a town in D&D, it's probably more what you would see, like the farmland and right on the edge of the wood, like still kind of in the woods a little bit. But you guys can see there's a clearing on a hill where a small broken down fort is, maybe the name, hence the name Little Fort. And you guys went through, met some of the locals. You guys met Gordon Wright, the Crimson Knights general of the area, and told him the woods is on fire. He recommended a Stephanie at the brothel, who Scron went to see. Well, he didn't go to see her exactly. When you show up at the brothel, what was you looking for when you got there?
Oh well,
maybe like an L.
Yeah, maybe. It was hard to tell. I don't think he was looking for anything in particular when he walked in, but he ran across the really loud shit talking lady, and what was her name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, that's right. And and so after she started talking shit, Scryan had it's like, now we're going.
you had to whoop out your big sack of gold on her.
She was like, "Woo!" Broke. She was like, "Oh, look at this broke little man," and he's like, "Oh, what, broke?"
She rolled the same stats +1 to Zarini as well. So
she's a little worse.
Yeah, she looks better, but worse than Scryan. Let's see. You guys met me and Bertha at the inn, who had a fascination with pickles. You guys also met Amber at Old Man Pete's. Old Man Pete's in a rocking chair out front. But Amber, she can't seem to hold her flatulence to herself. But Osteron doesn't know this because he's been hiding away, protecting his identity of the headless man or whatever.
Something headless paladin.
The headless paladin.
Headless paladin.
And Hamo set you up on a date with her, I believe, or introduced you to.
Yeah.
And then he also told Bertha, or sweet talked her, to come into his room later that night, which he plans on swapping the keys with his unknowing brother. And
there was also one really good line. Azram was like, "Oh, and at night, I would like it if you would call me Scrine." And then Bertha's like, "Well, what's your real name?" He's like, Scrine. He thought he was being so sneaky.
But she didn't know your name to begin with.
It was funny.
So then you guys decided to, Belle and Ruby decided to just kind of go out, spend some time together, and you guys went to the tavern with underage. Well, I mean, she's same age as you are, but she looks like a 13-year-old because she's trapped in that body. Yeah. But she has a necklace that that prevents her bloodlust, her urges, and it was stolen. You guys were bumped. When you guys came in, you guys were bumped into by an elven man, and the only real thing you remember about him is that he didn't have a nose. And then after that, when you guys sat down, then you realized that she didn't have her necklace. So you guys suspect him.
And the barman was Thornbolt, too.
Yeah, the innkeeper is Thorbolt, a dwarf you guys have run into in the past. You guys have seen him mug somebody and did not lift a finger to help. Either one of them, really. When you guys met Thorbolt, another dwarf had splattered on the ground in front of you, and you guys got a pair of your dwarf mans.
No dwarf man.
Yeah, your levitating shoes, and then after you took him from the body, you end up giving him money for the same shoes and having him sign it. And then you offered him a job at the arena, and never showed up. And then he was leaving town. You guys were passing him in a cart. He had like made another guy wreck or have an accident onto the side and pretty much stole everything out of that dude's cart and beat him up. Anyway, and you guys have met him again here in the inn. He seems to be working in the inn. He says he actually told you guys that he owns the bar, I believe.
Yeah, he did.
And Matt is not Raynor tonight. Matt is going to be another character that we're going to introduce later. Because Raynor is off doing other things. Because it hasn't even been like a full day since you guys went your separate ways.
Yeah.
So we will start just to set the scene. Everyone in the bar right now is Belle,
Belle's
Ruby.
drinking that dragon's ale.
Yeah, and then Ruby's with you.
Mm-hmm.
Scron, you came in already and saw Thorbolt, but I don't think you guys have spoken yet. Haimo, you were on your way, I believe. Osran, what are you doing?
Walking my way towards the bar, the tavern.
You going to the tavern as well?
Yeah, walking my way.
Okay, so we'll start our scene there through the wooden door of this well-lit tavern. Like it's just so lit right now. the sun is beginning to go down, so the fire is going. There's two bards performing. There's one that's singing and one playing a flute. Thorbolt's behind the counter serving drinks. There's a waitress that's going out to tables serving. You two, Ruby and Belle, are at the bar, and Ruby is grasping at her neck, and she seems to be sniffing the air. And you notice that the necklace is missing, and Ruby has commented to you that she's feeling quite hungry.
Yep, she did.
And Osran, you can actually, whenever it comes to certain powerful vampires that you've been around, you've been able to kind of smell it in the air without even using your divine sense. It's just like something's just a little funk in the air. Maybe kind of like eggs or something. Just ugh.
Something bad.
Yeah.
Stank.
So yeah, Ruby, you can see her looking around, and her expression has gone from like her normal, just kind of sitting there and observing self, to kind of, you can see her eyebrows have turned down, and you can begin to see like her fangs, and she's beginning to kind of bare them a little bit as she looks around the room angrily.
Guys, we have a situation at the bar. I put my hands on Ruby's shoulders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you put your hands on her shoulders, you can feel like the deep breasts, and you can feel like her one small, like, bony figure arm, and then another very almost rock-like shoulder from her claw.
What's going on?
I think Ruby's necklace is gone, and she's hungry.
Where are you? Are y'all at the tavern?
Yes.
Just walked in myself.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
So,
Bill.
did you say out loud that the necklace has been stolen, or were you in the ring? You're just okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. Ruby can't hear anything in the ring, and she just continues to sit there and look around.
Hey, Belle, Ruby. Thorbolt.
And he sees you walk in. He's like, "Hey, hey, you asshole!
How's it going?
I guess it's going okay."
Yeah.
He just kind of like,
Well, you know you're fired, right? I'm just playing. You can come back anytime. I was out of town for a long time, and I understand if you left. And
"Well, hey, if you need money to run that arena, you can work as one of my wenches here. No problem."
You're a good guy. I like you. Listen, Belle, Ruby, you guys want anything to drink or eat or?
I've had some drinks. I think we need to actually go now. We might head back to the inn, or.
Oh, okay, good. Can I get some ale to go?
And he kind of like looks at this wooden mug that he has with the metal handle, and he kind of looks at you.
Oh no, I have my own.
Oh yeah, sure. And he takes it from you and begins to pour. And then the cup suddenly just falls out of his hand and smashes to the ground. As when he pours liquid into it, it becomes 40 pounds or something? 50 pounds. And he kind of looks surprised and looks at you. Okay, he bends down and he lifts it, and you can see the strain in his arm as he begins to pour. Whoa! What's up? What is this?
Don't tell me you're too weak.
He just puts it back on the counter and kind of slides it. And he sees the scratches in the table. Picks both hands, hands it to you.
Thank you. How much would that be, sir?
And he's it's a couple of silver. So it's not anything you need to worry about.
2 gold.
He's giving 2 gold.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Thank you.
I want my money, man.
And yeah. And you can hear Ruby still she's kind of looking around the room and just kind of.
Yeah, I've taken Ruby by the arm and I'm starting to shuffle out now.
I'll follow him behind.
And then Thorwald's gonna be like, "Oh, what's wrong? You guys, you okay?"
She's not feeling well. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, well, I mean, is there anything we can help with? Is the food okay?
Yeah, she didn't eat any of it, so we'll see you later.
You guys are really not making it easy for me to get the guy that's in the bar that I'm trying to introduce. Everybody's talking in the rings. Nobody's talking about anything. It's okay, some random people came and left.
I'm just there.
Anyway, moving on. We just continue pulling those teeth.
Did I make it to the bar yet?
Sing it out.
Yeah, you will. You'll get there as soon as they're walking out.
Oh, well, since we're all out there, what are we gonna do? How do we stop her hunger?
We need to find her necklace or feed her.
Or
I mean, yeah. Vampires need blood.
Are you guys talking about this in the open, or are you guys talking in your rings?
We're now talking out in the
I
open,
know.
on the porch of the bar.
You guys are making it so much easier.
Yeah, there you go.
It's I was thinking about this earlier. I was how am I going to get a character interested in what you guys are even doing when you guys just talk in the rings all the time? It's nobody ever knows what you guys are doing.
You guys just looking
We
back
all
and
just
forth.
stand around.
Everybody just sits around
Straight swinging.
and then everybody just walks away. And I don't feel like usually I'd be more careful with this kind of stuff, but I don't feel like juggling it tonight. So, Matt, make a perception check.
Okay. 20.
Okay.
Nice.
You're sitting at the table nearest the door, and you can kind of hear this. It's a muffled conversation through the door, but you can hear that these travelers seem to be having trouble and saying some odd things. But whether or not it piques your interest is completely up to you.
I'm sure it will. Did I hear them say anything about a necklace?
You guys just said that, right? Yeah. The conversation they just had out loud right outside the door. You definitely heard all of it.
And I would definitely be paying attention to see if there's a fancy necklace floating around the
Yeah,
bar
you
at
would have
some
actually seen. What is your passive perception?
11.
Not that good. Okay. Well, I mean, you were sitting right by the door when they walked in, and may have noticed this character or that stood up as they walked in and quickly rushed over to the door. Maybe it seemed odd to you.
And he probably looked odd in the first place, so I've probably been paying attention to it.
Yeah.
Voldemort.
Now, would I know where he went? Did he leave the bar?
He left. You don't know where he went after he left. And are you from around this town or?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, you're from here?
I don't know.
Okay. You've seen this character before and know he's usually a pretty shady character, but you haven't dealt with him yourself personally. But he's definitely someone that you keep an eye out for whenever he's around, and you check your bags and your pockets.
Absolutely. So are they heading for the door?
They were right outside the door.
We're standing, on the porch out the front of the bar.
Excuse me. Wait. Are y'all in trouble? I know y'all are not from around here. Right.
As this gentleman steps out the door and is speaking to you, and you can explain what your character looks like now.
Oh, well, he is probably the most handsome man you've ever seen in your life. Jet black hair, emerald green eyes, has this long red billowing cape. It kind of billows on its own.
See Gaston.
It just kind of does its own thing.
He got a Norse cape.
And he's wearing like this. It's a really dark blue, like hide armor under the cloak. And I step forward and ask, "Y'all seem disturbed. What's going on?"
Does your character have an instrument or anything on him?
Pipe.
A pipe. Okay. Yeah, Bale, as he comes out, and the first thing that will probably catch your attention is that he has a musical instrument on his person.
Actually, yeah, we've lost something.
And then Ruby will kind of turn, and you can, at this point, you can see like one of her eyes is like a smoky red kind of fog coming out. It looks very odd, and she's like, "My necklace." She has like almost like this double weird voice that speaks to you, not the girly voice you was expecting.
That is terrifying.
Under demon tone.
A necklace. I saw someone leave with a necklace just moments before you guys got here.
Who?
I don't know his name.
Oh, great. Which way did it go then?
I'll look around.
You can look around. You see. Give me a perception check again, please.
6.
6. You're not too sure where he went, as the sun's getting kind of low, and maybe you lost him. Are you? You're human. Okay. But what you do know about this guy is that he is involved, like I said, with the shady dealings, and more than likely the Thieves Guild as well. So you may not know where he is or who he is, but you can help point in the general direction of where to get started, maybe.
Okay. Listen, I don't know you guys, but I can tell that this young lady is disturbed, and somehow I could tell you that the Thieves Guild may be involved, because that guy definitely is a thief.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. We probably need to get her somewhere safe for now. It was a very special necklace. So, any more information you can give us about where the Thieves Guild may be located in this town, or?
Would I know where the Thieves Guild?
You do not know where the Thieves Guild are, but you have seen this certain no-nose elf hanging around and speaking to another elf in town. That all you remember about this guy is he has a magnificent hair. It's blue with silver highlights. His hair almost looks. It doesn't look elven, but it's like a very large, like think like hairband kind of hair.
I know he hangs out with a man that has hair that just does its own thing. Like, it is probably the most beautiful hair you've ever seen. You know, like he conditions it 3 times a day.
Oh, that's impressive.
And to you, it sounds like this guy works his hair out, conditioning.
Wow, that must be impressive.
And can I point them in the direction that I've seen this person?
You can,
talking?
yeah, you sure can. It is on the west. I always gotta do that because I can't remember which side's west. I'm stupid. The left, west, to the west of town, towards the direction of the fort, but still within the town itself. It's kind of like down some alleys and such. That's where you've kind of seen him as you've just been kind of exploring the town yourself from time to time.
Well, you've been immensely helpful, so what's your name?
My name?
Yes.
It's funny you should ask. This is the moment you've been waiting for. I've got everything you want and more.
Ooh.
Buried in your bones is an ache you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stilling your mind. All that is real is left behind. Follow me and I will show you.
As he's singing,
Everything you want to know.
see
and
like a
more.
light that seems to kind of appear from behind him as his cloak billows in the wind.
My name is Leopold, and I can help you. Just take my hand and follow me, please.
He offers his hand, and you can see the handsome grin on his face as his white teeth kind of gleam.
Bell takes his hand.
Gentlemen, will you follow me?
I'm not there yet.
No, gentlemen, will you follow me?
Yes, I think so. I'm all you.
Yeah, sure. He knows where the guy is.
Awesome. Yes, yeah, we'll follow you for sure.
Is Bell inspired, please?
Are
Dude,
you?
I'll
That was
be inspired.
inspiring.
Okay.
I want some dice.
You guys, are you guys wanting him to use a bardic inspiration on you? Is that what you're wanting?
No, sometimes if Bell did something real cool, you would just.
Oh,
give
that's
Bell
that
inspiration.
I was going to hand out inspiration, but it's not for you. It's for him.
Alright.
For role playing his character.
Yes, yes.
Get an inspiration. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And we'll start walking to the west.
All right. Yeah. You
Is
go.
it
You
west?
start heading the direction where you've seen this character before. Oh, show. Terrence, what are you doing?
Well, walking towards the tavern. I guess like you said, I sensed that
What was your name?
Ruby's.
Leopold.
You sense that there's something.
Leopold. Leo.
You've sensed it before, like when you guys
With the boat hole.
with the boat hole. When you guys found a nest before, and you also whenever you arrived at the manor, like there's no distinction between it. It's the same thing, so you can't specify that's Ruby, but you know that there's something up. And probably about the time they're starting to walk off, you would appear and you would see them
Yeah.
traveling, like, and Bell's hand in the stranger as he's smiling, leading.
Yeah, just leading them. I cast dancing lights just to go around me.
Yeah, he's just got some lights and he's looking very gallant right now. His cloak continues to billow, but there's no
Going
wind.
away.
Alright, I see it.
I look back at us. Come on, we're trying to get ahead.
I'm not even up there yet. I'm not even.
I'm yelling.
Yeah,
Yelling back to you. Come on, we're trying to get ahead.
I
Get
turn.
ahead of what?
We're trying to get ahead.
Of what? As I walk stiffly like Batman, you know, trying to get over there.
yeah. Are you guys taking Ruby with you?
Yes.
Okay, and Ruby's going along, and you have her by her human hand,
I'm holding her like this by her arms.
and you also have him by the hand as well, or
Oh no, shit! All right.
Yeah, 3
No,
hands.
I'm hooked. I'm hooked around her human arm and holding hands. With,
okay.
With
And
Ryan.
she's also got a hold of your arm as well.
Yeah.
So you're on her left side because her right side is the danger zone.
Yeah, you don't want to be on that side.
All right, and she's going along, but you can still like, everyone can hear her plainly, like it sounds like she's out of breath, but she's breathing through her nose, and she's just like, just taking it in.
Guys, we have to hurry.
I agree.
Excuse me, you guys know my name, but can you tell me yours?
Oh, I'm so sorry. My name is Belle, and this is my sister Ruby.
My name is Scrine. Scrine Kingfinger. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Of course.
I'm
You are-
Jaimo.
I know.
And then I just walk up. What seems to be going on here?
And you just see dancing lights just flowing around my whole body, just kind of dancing.
And his cloak's billowing.
What is this weirdo doing? What is this, brother? I've never seen such.
Oh, brother, this gentleman is going to help us.
What's with?
His name is.
I extend my other hand to him. Would you please follow me, sir? I'm here to help.
The hell? Ooh, what are you?
Look at your young friend here.
My sister. Yes, she is.
As you look down and you like look towards, maybe Belle, you obviously see that Ruby, the eye that she usually has a spell over to keep people from noticing this is it's quite it's quite a large smoke. She's kind of giving you this like she's not happy to see you look. And she's kind of like.
I think she likes you.
I smell pretty good, by the way. My name is Oseron Kegfinger, and you will be
Prince Leopold.
Prince. Okay.
Then as you said that, like Ruby kind of like nudges towards you, and she's like, "He's a prince." As she would say something normally that would be cute for her to say, comes out quite not so cute.
So you're gonna help us with our sister here. Well, we better get going because yeah, let's just get going.
Prestidigitation. Sweet flower scent.
Yeah, proof of sweet flower scent.
So you wear perfume?
Smells pretty good, huh?
It's the best you've smelled your whole life, really.
Smells better than you. I've been smelling better than you, brother, ever since we were born. But anyway, Prince.
Are you dwarves?
Oh yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
I've read a lot about dwarves.
Oh yes, they're
Yeah,
very,
guys-
very mighty.
You guys
Yeah.
are kind of tall for a dwarf.
Yep.
It's the shoes.
Yes.
They
The
make-
boots
they
make
make
us taller.
Make a little
Oh,
taller.
they're nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
maybe
you.
by a foot. You never know.
Yeah.
That's nice. Can we continue?
Yeah, we shall.
We need to.
We need to
Absolutely.
real fast. Yeah.
I'm thinking that perhaps Ruby shouldn't come with us. I'm really feeling like maybe we should get her somewhere safe. She's like
So like,
freaked out.
Where else is safer but with her friends?
Yeah, I guess. You're like,
who are you trying to keep safe here, Mary?
What? Leo, if you don't mind me asking, what did the guy look like?
Oh, well, he was elvish without a nose.
There's really no other defining characteristics other than wearing leather and like a green cloak that he had pulled above his head, and then you could just see just from basic structure that he looks like an elf, with just no nose.
But I've seen him, in town before. I visit here quite often. And usually hangs out over here. If you would follow me.
Don't look like we got much choice, guys. We're just gonna have to follow Prince. So Leopold.
Bell, do you think Ruby is going to be
Leopold,
okay?
sir.
Leopold.
yeah, I think Prince Leopold might be right. Maybe she would be safest with us.
I hate to say it, but I don't think anybody else could handle it if this goes bad. So she needs to be with us.
Is she dangerous?
No, it's just something.
I mean, she's got her eye is strange, but is she okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Normally, she's
will be.
fine.
Absolutely.
She will be after we find.
That necklace
No
that she.
nose.
Yeah, we need
She
to
just really likes the necklace.
Yeah, she really loves it. We
She's
really
very
I
emotionally
understand.
attached to
I
it.
understand sentimentalism
My
and
necklace.
was
Let's
it
go.
like
Yes,
a-
Ruby, we're
Let's
going
go.
to find it.
No.
We need,
Okay,
we need to
now?
go now.
We should hurry.
I'll,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll continue walking. I'll continue walking.
this little 13-year-old man would.
she also urges you guys to hurry. She seems to understand the gravity of the situation as well. And so you continue on, and you guys had, when you guys had entered town, you guys had seen like kind of the distance the temple of both Helm and Mercule, and you guys are actually heading behind that now. This is where you see them behind the actual church itself. And so you guys would go back there, and you guys are attempting to just sneak or anything like that, anything special? Or you guys just want to hop back there and see what's going on?
Walking.
Just walking.
I'll sneak ahead, I guess.
You want to sneak ahead and look?
Scouts.
Okay. Do you know where you're going?
Nope.
Where's he going?
Going towards just scouting the road.
You just walking ahead and looking around. Okay, yeah. Just roll some perception for me.
He likes to walk ahead of us. Leo.
18. You said perception?
Yeah.
18.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You can. You're walking ahead, kind of looking around. Like, I don't know how you know which way to look. He's leading you, but
Intuition, baby.
you look and
Spin around a point.
as he maybe you motion towards where you guys are heading towards, and you can look down and you see in the alleyway behind the church, standing in the shadows, very dark. There's not much light here, and the sun is beginning to go down, so the humans in the party are going to have a little hard time seeing. But you have
Velvet
dancing
goggles
lights, and they produce like a light up to like 10 feet or something like that. Okay, so yeah, you guys can't quite see him, but you see him. There's like an elf that's leaning against the wall. His feet are crossed and his arms are crossed. He's kind of leaning his back to the back of the church, and you see just this beautiful head of hair that kind of reaches up and then flows back down almost to the ground. You see the what? What's the blue hair and the silver highlights, and he kind of like opens the eye as he doesn't really look in your direction, but he does open an eye and kind of look, and then he kind of steps up. What can I do for you? He never really looks at you, but he just kind of like looks in the distance.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm okay. Nice night.
It is. How you doing this evening?
Good. Nice night.
Yeah, it is. I need some help. I'm looking for someone.
He kind of holds his hand up.
Huh, I'm guessing information comes with a price, huh?
I gotta make a living.
How much you asking?
However much it's worth to you. And the rest of you guys would you're there as well. Like you guys are close behind. And you can see he's conversing with this elf, and he kind of like turns and we got friends. And he kind of holds his hands up. He's like, "Look, I'll just be going on my way. I don't want any trouble." And he begins to turn around and walk away.
Wait. Sir, who does your hair? It is the best looking hair I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, well, nice for you to notice. Kind of like goes side to side. It's like, I do it myself, really.
How long do you spend on it? Like, is it like half a day's work?
Oh, it's... You don't want to hear the details, really. It's quite boring. But a couple hours, you know.
Oh, it's well worth the effort, I'm sure.
It is. Trust me. Just kind of like rubs it some. He's like, all right, well, what do you want? It's not very often, you know. 6 strangers walk up on me and then in the alley and don't try to do anything nasty. So you got 5 seconds. What do you want?
The elf with no nose, where is he?
And he kind of lets his hair go. And at this time, everybody make another perception check.
Perception shit out of this. Nope.
Cool. 23.
Dang.
13.
17.
Damn.
4.
9.
All right, Mary, you notice that at the edge of his hair, you can actually kind of see what looks like
I can see that lace.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, he's got a lace front.
He's got you notice, like, well, actually, you see that he's wearing a wig.
Yeah, a lace front wig. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's for the check, because not everybody knows about lace.
I don't.
So you see that his beautiful hair, maybe you think it's not really his.
Did he answer my question?
Well, give me a second to speak. I'm over here telling you what you notice. As the split second that just passed by before you started demanding him to speak. He kind of looks down at the ground. He looks a little... you looking for... is he in any trouble?
No, not if you tell us where he is.
Well, what if I don't?
Then he might be in trouble.
Well, in that case, I don't think I can help you.
I do think you can help me, sir. I really do. So, your hair is fantastic. It's gorgeous. It's wonderful. Except, and then I lean in really close and I whisper in his ear, I don't actually think it's yours. And I think you might get a little bit embarrassed if that news starts floating around town, wouldn't you? And I am persuading him right now. Rolled 15 plus 11. Boom.
And he,
Pretty good.
you look like he looks like you've struck a nerve, and he still never really looks at you. And he's like, well, that may be true, but if he is in trouble and I just sold him out right here, and then word got around that I'm a snitch.
Listen, sir. Don't think of it as selling him out. We're doing him a favor.
Well, I haven't made any money yet, so I haven't really sold anything.
Exactly. We're just here talking. About your gorgeous hair.
Thank you. What did he do? Just give me the details. Yes, I know something, but I'm not just going to tell it to 6 strangers and some freaking creepy little nose-breathing girl.
Whoa.
That's a little far, I think.
It's a little girl. Just tell us what we need to know, and we'll be on our way.
Tell me what I need to know.
He has something.
I extend my hand and say, "My name is Leopold."
And he kind
You
of
are.
he doesn't return the gesture. He seems to still be kind of looking off in the distance.
I wave my hand in front of his eyes.
Yeah, he doesn't even, his eyes don't even follow.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of clears his throat.
Sir.
You guys are, not to be rude, but you guys are making me real nervous. You guys got a lot of questions, and it's just stuff that we just don't usually throw around to strangers.
Listen, how much gold would you need in order to tell us who this man is?
Now, how much gold do I need to give you just to tell me what he did?
Look, he took something.
Fine, right? He stole something from our friend.
The creepy little girl, the one who you really, really don't want to be upsetting right now, to be honest with you.
What about her? Was there more, or was that it?
He stole a very valuable necklace.
And this is important to her.
Absolutely.
Very important.
Is that why she's having this panic attack?
Yes.
Yes. And it's very important to us that we keep her happy. She's, she's a little girl. Part of our family.
Didn't. Well, you guys were pretty nice about my hair.
It is fabulous.
But still, if I'm going to sell him out, then I need to actually sell him out. And he holds his hand out.
I give him a high five.
Well, how much would you be requiring? I hand him 100 gold.
You hand him 100?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They just like pour it out in his hand. You kind of keep pouring, and you kind of see him like kind of feel the top of it with his thumbs and kind of shake it and kind of tries to find something to do with it, as he doesn't seem to have anywhere to put it right at the moment. He just kind of turns around and puts it on the ground. You can kind of like see him, like he's smiling. It's kind of like.
Also, we also won't mention as to how we found this information out, if that would help you.
No, will definitely help me out a lot. So, you guys are looking for Jace. Jace Xanar, if you need more information. And my name is Mandrake, and this is my hair.
Does it also have a name?
Yeah, does it have a name?
Just hair.
Jace, what was his last name?
Xanar, Xanr. And of course, the defining characteristics is he has no nose, and he also loves romance novels. Adores them. So maybe if you guys have to trade or something, maybe that could help.
We offer it. We have a trade in mind, absolutely. One that he can't refuse.
Well, don't hurt him, please, if that's an option.
Oh, that's an option, absolutely.
I mean, because he's just a simple elf trying to make a living. Picked up a necklace off a little girl. Sure, it may have been the wrong people to mess with, as you guys seem quite dangerous.
Just capable.
Yes, that's what I was about to get at. We're not dangerous people.
That's what dangerous people would say to get what they wanted. Again, not to be, he kind of gets down, and starts putting the coins away. He's kind of looking over his shoulder. He seems to get more nervous as he's talking to you guys. But then he continue to talk to him.
Can you tell us where he is now?
Where he is now?
Unfortunately, time is of the essence.
And he seems like he's kind of torn a little bit as he seems to be, he can see from the gold, he's kind of rubbing 2 of the gold pieces together still. It doesn't matter if I tell you where he is anyway. You guys can't really get in. Around the old fort on the hill. He should be around there. And he kind of pockets the gold and begins to kind of step back. Now, if there's nothing else, I would like to get out of here before you guys decide to get your gold back.
No.
No, that gold belongs to you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is he alone?
I don't know. More than likely not.
That's all I was needing to know. Thank you very much. Mandrake.
In hair.
And hair. I'm sorry. I apologize. Hair.
And he looks
And
like he's
hair.
pleased again, and he kind of straightens up a little bit.
Well, is that all we
That's
need?
all we need.
Would
You
I
know,
know where
Belle starts
the
walking off with
little
Ruby.
fort entrance is?
Well, the fort that he's mentioned is just
Yes.
like the one you guys can see in the distance on the hill. It's basically ruins.
Okay.
Okay.
And he like slowly begins to step back, and then kind of you can see like kind of grasp the wall a little bit and turn and start walking away.
Oh, also, Mandrake, this conversation never happened on your end either.
Yep. Who are you?
Exactly.
And
Goodbye.
I'm on my way.
As this obviously frightened elf has disappeared. Oh yeah, there you go. You guys got some information. You guys are left alone, and you can still. Ruby's no longer smelling the air, but she is just kind of standing silently and looking as she seems to be watching him as he
Perception check on her.
goes into the distance. Yeah, you see her. She's chilling.
10.
What are you looking for?
See if she has bloodlust.
Like, are you trying insider?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, like raging bloodlust. But I mean, you actually wouldn't know what she has bloodlust unless you determined that she's a vampire by now.
No, I don't think I would have known that.
But she's definitely not doing well. She looks like she's. Let's see, what would it look like? It looks like she's ravenous almost to you.
Is she like snarling or?
She's not snarling, but she's just like staring, and you can't even like she's not even moving. Just her clothes. She's like stone still as she's watching. But just based off of what you guys have seen and now, it is odd. And she just watches him disappear into the distance.
Okay. Step back up to Belle. Belle,
Belle takes his hand.
would you like to follow me to these ruins,
Yeah. Let's go.
guys? I think this is where we need to go.
Is it safe?
I've already headed out that way.
Yeah, I'm kind of like behind Heimo. I'm already heading that way. Like, oh, this gets
Ruby
really
kind of
bad.
like she kind of turns to you and she's like, I think, and she kind of like clears her voice and you can kind of hear her normal voice again. That I should probably not be walking around the streets anymore with all these weak these people.
Overhear this, and I'm like, is she gonna be okay?
I'm speaking to Ruby. I don't know where to put you that would be safe. I mean, we're heading out of town right now. We just need to go back through the main street and out through the exit. Do you think you can manage that, or?
She just kind of shrugs a little bit. I think everything's so open out here. There's really nothing holding me back. Maybe, I don't know, it just seems like maybe if I had a little space that I could just call my own and stay there, that would be easier.
I can put you back in at the inn.
And she kind of gives you a little smile, like, okay.
Okay. All right. I think I should put Ruby back into her room at the inn, and then we can go and get her necklace.
I wouldn't dare let you two walk alone, so I'll follow you.
Okay.
I need to get a room for the night anyway. I haven't been yet, so.
Azeron has your key. We've already gotten paid for your room.
What? Oh, really?
That was very nice of him.
Well, him and Heimo already left. Damn it. All right. Well,
He
I'll
looks like a
follow.
man of high stature.
Yes. Well, He's not.
You're running. You're running. Like,
Well, I mean, your movement speed is like 30 feet, so you're not that far away.
so I kind of
You can hear them talking behind you, and if you try to listen, then you can hear them.
I'm still here this way, brother. As I pull out the 2 keys, and then I smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. This is your key right here. Throw it at him.
Toss it to him.
Yeah.
What room number is this?
13.
Lucky.
Oh, yes. It's one of my favorite numbers, actually. Thank you.
Oh yeah, a lot of luck's gonna come their way.
I believe it.
Yep.
It's a nice little town, actually.
Yeah, yep. A lot of nice women.
Shall we go?
We
Yep.
shall.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Is the group splitting? How are we splitting it up? You two
If you-
are going.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to start heading toward the.
Yeah, I'm gonna scout ahead.
Yeah, I mean the fort, the old
Yeah,
one.
go
or
to the
whatever.
fort.
Okay, so
And
I'm
the rest of you are going back to the inn.
Yeah.
I'll go to the inn with Belle, Ruby.
Okay.
and
Cool.
Leopold.
Well, you guys are closer to the inn than you guys are to the fort,
Yeah.
so we can do that. So yeah, it's the sun. Like the sun is set at this point because, like I said, it's just dark down the alley. You guys really couldn't see, and the dancing lights are still dancing in the air. And you guys decide to go separate ways. You guys heading to the fort. Haimo, you have the heavy-footed Oseron escorting you through the town, and yeah.
And they can't even walk right.
And you guys are heading back to the inn. And you guys can head back to the inn. And as you guys get back towards the center of town, you can see like Ruby's just kind of like her gaze just begins to linger uncomfortably long on people that walk by.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys arrive back to the inn.
Hiring her. Alright, I walk up to our room.
Yeah, you go through, and you can see that behind the counter, Mean Bertha is just kind of sitting there. Just got her chins out, and she's just kind of looking
Her chins.
as you guys walk by.
I nod my head at her and keep walking.
I bow.
Too skinny.
Hello.
And she's like, kind of sits up. What was her voice? Welcome back, sexy. Did you bring me pickles?
Pickles. Back. Listen. My brother was in here earlier today.
There's 2 of you.
Of me? No. There's only one of me, but my brother's he looks like me. He's a little shorter, probably less funny. Funnier looking, maybe.
Yeah, she just looks like she hears you, but it's not like really clicking.
He got me this room key already. I'm gonna go up. Is that okay?
13, yeah.
How do you know that? Oh, you gave it to him. That's fine. Okay, thank you. What's your name?
Bertha.
Bertha, I'm Scribe.
Mean
Nice to meet
Bertha.
Mean Bertha.
Mm.
Pleasure to meet you.
I like
Mean.
pickles.
Oh.
Spoon. And she holds her spoon up.
Is it wooden?
It is wooden.
It's a very nice spoon you have there, Mean Bertha.
Mm. Spoon like you too.
Thank you, Spoon.
You're welcome. It's good spoon. Pickles?
Oh no, I'm actually.
No, you bring no pickles.
You want me to bring pickles? I can bring pickles. That's not a problem.
You bring me pickles?
I can.
Okay.
Next time, I'll bring pickles.
Soon.
Well, what time does the store close? We're actually really busy tonight. I'll bring them tomorrow.
Soon.
My brother will have them. How about that? Shh. Oseron.
Yes, brother. What is it?
Bring some pickles, please, when you have time.
Oh, so you saw her too, brother.
But this lady wants pickles for some reason.
Oh, she does. It'd be better if you bring them, brother, since she's asking you, I imagine, maybe.
Fine, okay.
You bring it back to pickles.
Well, brother, at some point I will bring you pickles, but I must hurry. We're in a hurry tonight.
Okay. And you can go to your room if that's what you need to do. And then you guys go to your room?
Yeah, I took her up.
Yeah.
May I enter?
Sure.
Wow.
Nice of incense too, over here.
Oh man, I wish our friend Ray was here. He has this amazing magical stick, and we could have put it over the door, and it would have.
He sounds like a interesting fellow.
It would have kept Ruby safe.
I mean, it's not really my fancy, but to each his own.
Get that magic stick you
Yeah,
can
the
use on
magic
it.
stick. That's all that was going through my head.
All right, yeah. So, what's the plan?
Ruby, do we need to like whisper over to her as to not say it to Leo? Do we need to like tie you down or?
And she kind of like looks around the room. I don't think it would help any. And she just kind of like sits on the floor. And crosses her legs.
Okay. Whilst we're gone, you can play with this. And I go for my magical six-sided die.
Mm-hmm.
And I will also give you one of these. And I pull out my rust-colored bag of tricks. One sec, I'll look up.
Wait, you're giving the dice to do random things?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh my god.
Don't make that thing.
Please. Please. Oh, please.
You're about to get Ruby naked. Come on.
No, please.
It's only one of the size of the dice. You could just have a rave.
not like this.
All
She
right,
can
one
have a
sec.
rave or
One.
anything.
Or anything. All right. And I give Ruby a bear.
Yeah.
God.
It's always a bear.
So you reach in the bag and you toss out one of the balls.
And I toss out Henry.
Suddenly, Henry, the brown bear, very large, appears in most of the room.
And I stumble back.
And I was kind of hoping it would have been one of the smaller animals. But all right. There's a bear in the room. Does she roll her dice?
She hasn't yet.
All right.
And she just kind of looks at Henry.
Belle? Ruby?
This is Henry. He's my friend. He's really nice, and he's going to keep Ruby company while we go and find her necklace.
And you can tell that Henry, he's frightened.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh boy.
But he kind of just gives you like as he kind of looks at you as you say you're going to stay and keep Ruby company.
Bear steak.
Henry, you are a big bear. You just need to sit with her and look after her so she doesn't go out and attack the town. You can do that, can't you?
He just kind of like heavily just sits on the ground. And just kind of looks at her and looks at you.
Oh, Henry. Ruby, what do you want? Do you want Henry to stay with you, or what can I do to make things easier for
And she
you?
kind of pokes him with her human hand a little bit. He's fluffy.
He is fluffy, yeah. He has really nice hugs. Don't let him lick you though, because his tongue will like swallow your entire face.
And she just looks like she just doesn't have any emotion on her face. You can't really get a read on her. She's just kind of sitting there.
She's not gonna eat my bear. Vampires don't eat bears, right?
Bear steak.
I don't know. Smoothie. We're gonna find out.
Okay.
She gonna slurp Henry like a bear-free son.
Well, luckily for you, no matter what happens to Henry, he is a magical bear that's
I
summoned
know.
from a bag, so it's not even really the same bear.
I mean, you can technically name him Genry, so he wouldn't be like your bear.
You're not attached to this bear.
That way you won't be attached to him.
But anyway, yeah, he just kind of sits there and looks at her, and she just kind of like looks at him and just kind of looks down at the floor, and then kind of looks back to you guys. And I'll be okay here.
Okay. We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring your necklace, and everything's gonna be okay. I love you so much, Ruby.
I love you too.
All right.
I just feel the love in my heart, and the lights just get a little brighter for me.
You feel inspired now.
It's so nice.
And your cloak billows in the wind.
It's just flowing at this point.
I try and pull the door closed.
Before we do that,
He's not in the way of the door or anything, but like I said, it's a pretty small room, and he takes up.
He is a
majority of
large
it.
beast.
Yeah. Like he's not.
before we leave, I walk up to Ruby and kneel down and put my hand on her shoulder, the good shoulder.
Yep.
And I'm like, Ruby, don't you worry. Stay calm. Stay brave. We'll be back before the daybreak. Leopold is here to help you.
She's kind of like looks sideways glance at you, and she kind of smirks a little bit.
And I smile at her, just the biggest smile in the world.
She kind of just looks back down.
I just pat her on the shoulder.
Yeah. All right. Cool. What did you do in your room?
Just checked it out.
Just checked it out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Basic ass room.
Yeah.
Closed the door, locked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready to go.
Yeah, you getting out now?
I'm just kind of waiting outside in the hallway.
Oh, you went back. Okay, yeah. You guys exit, and Scryne's in the hallway, and you see this dwarf standing there with his 2 axes across his back and his white smoke coming off of his armor. Looks like it's just like you're really hot, and it's just in a cold area all the time. It's just, like you're just steaming.
I walk up to him and prestidigitation some white water on his armor and make sure he's like not on fire.
You kind of rub some water on your arm, like, oh.
Are you okay? Is this hot? Are you hot? What is going on?
No. It's just really cool.
That is the coolest armor I've ever seen.
Thank you.
So he replies, man, it's not hot.
It's not hot at all.
Damn, missed opportunity.
So you guys are heading back now towards the little fort, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Time to go get this necklace.
All right, Hamo and Oseron, you guys are heading up this hill. And like I said, it's just like a simple grassy hill with like a little path that goes up to the ruins of what was once a fort. And like there's the front wall is still there, but like the door has caved in, and then pieces of the wall to the side, and then through some of those holes you can see that the back wall is still there. And most of the roof is gone. It's almost roofless. But yeah, you guys are walking up. The moonlight is out now, kind of sitting behind the fort. It's a large moon tonight, and like a cold breeze is in the air, and you can hear the frogs and the bugs in the grass as you guys are walking through up to the hill. And it's probably like 300 feet away from where you currently are right now. Just continue up.
Mm-hmm.
You're not even there yet, Bill.
No, not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, we can continue. We're just not.
Yeah,
you're not there yet. You guys can see
I'm still walking.
You guys can still see the same moonlit fort in the distance.
Yeah. We continue up and kind of look over. You know you can't sneak around in that armor, right?
I wasn't planning to.
Well, what's your plan?
You sneak over here, tell me what's going on, and then I'll decide if I'm going to bust through the door or something.
Okay. Just as long as you bust through the door, heads will roll.
Yeah, when I start knocking them off, yeah. Maybe I have to start now. I don't know.
I mean, the last time that didn't work out too well for you, did it?
I was stopped by my brother. Whatever.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll some sneakies.
All right, let's sneak up.
Roll some sneakies.
Roll some sneakies. All right, get that sneak on.
Ooh, that ain't that good. 18.
18 total? All right. Let's see. All right, cool. And are you staying away from Oseron?
I'm getting away from Hymo, and I'll keep going down the main path or going up the main path.
Yeah, going up the path, the kind of...
Yeah, doing one of them things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, cool. A little swivel up the path.
Swivel,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, sure.
Oh, wait, you can read Thieves' Cat, right?
Yeah.
Oh, as he's like running, darting out to the side, I throw up some Thieves' Cat.
Some fake thieves can't.
Yeah.
There's no idea what he's saying.
What did I say?
Why do you want 3 chickens and a goat?
I said be careful. That's what I said, be careful.
No, you Pinky messed that all up, man.
That?
Yeah, like you had it in the wrong position. 3 chickens and a goat.
Okay, well, be careful anyway, Hamo.
Pinky up.
Pinky up. Oh,
Always.
pinky up.
You're a gentleman. You're a gentleman.
Just be careful, Hamo.
I will.
All right, so you're going up the path, Hamo. You're going... How are you approaching?
Is like the side kind of approachable?
Yeah, like it's like this mound, this very large mound, and this is the fort's just on top of it. They got the high ground from this fort.
It's gonna be hard. I need a better sneak roll than that.
I got the high ground.
I guess I'm just gonna try to come around. I guess the left side of it.
Sorry, who's Anakin? Obi-Wan's waiting. All right.
Oh god.
Oh me.
But yeah.
So anyway, you're gonna maybe go around the path or something.
Yeah.
Go to the backside maybe or something like that.
Try to get the backside or
okay.
something like that.
Like you can go to the backside, and like I said, this is ruined, so you can get in from any direction on this thing. But you approach up the hill. Nothing happens. Give a perception check.
Shit. Come on, big blue. 18.
18. Okay. You think you see someone looking for a moment, and they kind of duck down from behind one of the broken walls.
I think I saw somebody in the fort. I'm not sure if they saw me or not.
Roger that.
Breaker.
Breaker 19. Where's everybody?
Follow him behind.
Walking up the hill, of course you know that.
Do you want me to send in an animal?
You don't have your bag anymore, or did you?
Yeah, I still have my
You
bag.
kept your bag? Okay.
Yeah,
I
just chucked her a
Yeah.
bear.
Cool.
I just chucked a bear out of that, so.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Kobe? Just Kobe bear.
Kodak bear.
That's all I think about when she said toss the bear. Just...
All right. So so everybody can reply. I can give you their about where they are. And also, you're still walking up the front.
I'm still walking up front.
Throw me a perception out. Just checking. Just see what you see.
4.
4.
It's dark out.
If it wasn't for your dark vision, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell where this place is. You think you're still on the path.
Yeah, man, I can't see it.
You walk into the forest. You get lost.
Get down that road.
But Jaimo, you'll get there. You'll get up there first if you continue up the hill. Even though, just keep walking me through what you're doing.
Yeah. How should we go about this? Should we create a distraction and not grab them, or?
We don't know how many people's in the fort. We need to scout it out first.
All right, I'll go up and check it out.
All right.
Jaimo, wouldn't these have kind of been your people before? They might be happy to see you.
True. I have an idea. So, reach into my bag, change our clothes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Put that stuff on.
Put on the hand to face stuff.
All right. Cool.
Put the hood up.
And again, since this is the place that you spent most of your life, nobody ever really used the fort for anything ever in your time. The guild was actually in town in the inn that burned down, or the tavern. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to see if this cape holds any bearing in this town anymore. So.
Okay.
That's when you got my back, right?
Yep.
All right. So I just kind of walk in.
You're gonna walk. You get up. You guys get up there. You're gonna get there a little bit earlier, so you get up to the wall and you can peek in and look around. You peek in. You're looking. You see there's a lot of stone on the ground, but grass has grown up around it. Mostly just that, and other than that, this place is empty. You don't see anybody in here. And you can see half of the wooden door that's still standing, and you can hear Oseron clomping up the hill. And Oseron, you're now there.
Yep.
And looking around, you don't see.
I don't see anything.
You don't even see Jaimo, really. Jaimo's sneaking in now.
I'm gonna try to use Divine Sense and see what I see.
Divine Sense?
Yep.
All right. You you can sense there's something back in town for sure, but
Yeah.
it's kind of far away and dull. But here, your sense doesn't pick up anything. Seems clean of any undead or fiends and such, or celestials.
All right, that's good. I don't see anything.
I don't see anything either. I could have sworn somebody was looking at me earlier.
Maybe the person we're looking for with no nose.
Could be.
Right.
How far off is the rest of the
You guys are
party?
probably getting to the hill and starting to walk up now.
Cool.
So, Hamo, you will notice that they are walking. You can see plainly down the hill in the moonlight. You can see them easy, like it's almost as it's daylight. But you can see them walking up. If you've entered and are looking around and talking to Oseron. Oseron can't see crap.
Nope. Can't see anything. Not today.
This place is pretty open. I can see Belden walking up the hill, so.
I guess we wait for them and devise a plan.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys gonna take a moment to wait for them to get up there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you kind of secure the area, make sure there's,
Yeah.
look around the corners and everything. All right.
Can I roll perception looking for like any trap doors?
You can investigate.
Yeah. Okay. I'll investigate. Shit, I don't think investigate. Shit. Oh God.
If your investigation is really bad, you can default to use perception, but it's going to be at disadvantage.
I mean, I can't really roll any. Well, I can roll worse. Barely.
Do a perception at disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh. Can't take that.
You.
He rolled a 20. Can't take it.
Let's see the disadvantage.
Oh, just roll one more time.
Yeah,
Yeah, just roll one more time. Yeah, roll one more time. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
21.
You got 21. That's a disadvantage on those two rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can see there's some footprints, very light footprints, but they kind of seem to go towards this grassy area behind some of the stones to the side.
I'm gonna go over there and kind of see if I can move anything.
Yeah, go there and take a closer look. All right. And you guys can be up the hill now. You guys have arrived. You're all there in one place, and you can see Oseron and Hamo is looking around some rocks in the moonlight, and with the holes in the roof, you guys can still see. Hamo, when you go around and you're looking, everything looks normal, but as you're walking, the ground kind of feels hollow in one spot when you walk back. You can, if you stomp, you can kind of hear like a thump, 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 almost like a heavy knock on a wooden door.
Try to see if there's any handles or.
Looking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you take a closer look, you can find that there's a metal circular handle that's kind of resting by a rock down in the grass.
Guys, I think I found the secret entrance. Or more of a hiding space.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure what's down there, but we gotta go find out.
It's our noseless friend.
Could be. Open a hole and.
You have to open it?
Yeah.
Okay, you grab a hold of it and you try to pull it up, and it just kind of makes the click of the handle pulling, but it doesn't open.
Am I there yet?
Yeah, you guys are all there.
Cool. All right. Let's go, let's roll, let's rodeo. Let's see what these bells can show. And I'm casting Detect Magic on myself. And so anything magical within a 30-foot radius of myself will get a faint aura around it.
Yeah, you kick that on, and
What
you're
can
looking
I see?
around. Everyone in the party has got a faint aura, and down under Hamo, where he's at right now, you can see a square kind of glow outline in the ground.
Magical door.
How do we open it then?
Only if Ray was here to dispel.
This phrase sounds like an amazing man.
He is.
It's kind of okay.
Man. Yeah.
Man? Elf?
What do you mean?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, real cool guy.
Real cool.
Ice cold.
Ice cold.
He's cool.
Man is
and
not hot.
He is cooler than cool.
I think his middle name might be Freezer.
I don't get that.
Neither do I, but it sounds cool. But, even if we had Ayo.
And his lockpicking abilities.
Yeah.
You know, I was in the Thieves Guild for hundreds of years. Never thought I'd need that feat. You know what? I ain't gonna need to pick no lock.
The old Hammer would just sit outside the door and wait for him to show up and then jump him.
Yeah, just sit there and wait. I'd be damned.
Well, then of course there's always the old-fashioned way, really.
Yeah, I mean it's worked. I don't know, brother. Like what? 100 out of 100?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Are you suggesting that you use some sort of strength?
Well, not just any kind of normal strength.
Absolutely not.
Tell him, brother. What kind of strength do we have?
We're just going to use dwarven strength, sir.
The best kind
And
of
as
strength.
I say that, I flex.
I flex really well.
I don't understand what you do. I can't. What? You're holding your arms up? What are you doing?
All right, brother.
It's time to show him.
Yeah, it's time to show him. Easy enough.
How are these handles, and is there any way we can both somehow grab it?
It's literally about like this
It's like a
big,
knocker.
and with your meaty dwarven hands, you can barely get both of your hands around it.
You want to go first, brother?
Looks like it's a one-hander.
If that.
If that. Oh, yeah, what am I rolling? I rolled
That's
18.
right.
It's just athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah.
You're 18. Nice roller.
It'll be 22 with athletics.
22. You give a big, big heave, and where are you standing at while you try to do this?
Like, God, it's like a handle. Like to the side, I guess, or I don't know if I need to pull it, so I don't know.
Yeah. What are you?
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I don't know which way it opens.
Are you
so I
standing
don't
on
know.
top of the door while you're jerking
No, I'm
on
not standing on top of it. I guess I'll be perpendicular to it, trying to pull it one way.
Yeah, you're trying to pull it. Anyway, you give a big old heave, and you can feel your head begin to bobble as you do. But the door does not. You do not pull it open.
Brother. Why don't you give it a go and see what happens?
Well, might as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt as well.
All right, go for it.
12.
12.
I'm standing on it.
You kind of give a pull, and your grip kind of like lets go, and you kind of pull back and stumble a little bit. You shake it off, you know.
I think did you leave it a little greasy? I feel like I slipped.
Look like you got small dwarven hands, brother. Like a child, man. What is that grip? Oh my god.
Man, this dwarven strength just didn't work, did it?
Prince Leopold.
Napoleon, right?
Napoleon, yes.
Is it Napoleon? Or?
Yes, absolutely.
Leopolitan?
Leopold, yes.
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry. What? Do you know anything?
Shall I
about-
introduce myself once again?
No.
Oh
God,
no.
Yes.
I'm really
No.
Do you know anything about magical barriers or doors or anything?
Not especially. I can only identify what kind of magic this is. As far as getting rid of it, I can't. I figured, you guys have weapons, right? Like you have a huge axe.
Yes, it is rather large.
When he said, this conversation, my eyes would get real big. Like, what? Okay, yeah,
All right.
I mean, we could attack it, but I don't know.
So what you got? Let me go back to what you guys got again. You guys have kind of in this grassy area. You have all you can really see is just this handle sticking out of the ground, and you can kind of tell where it is from stepping around, and you can hear it. And Belle, you can see the outline of it.
Yeah.
And other than that information, that's all you guys got.
Yeah. One sec.
You guys can't actually see the door itself.
Yeah.
But Mary can see where it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kneel over the square.
Yeah.
And I go, open.
And you listen, and you hear as the wind blows. But as you get down, you get close to it, and you kind of say it. You can kind of see that there's like it looks. You can see like ropes and such, and like this grass and that's on there is actually fake. Like it's kind of like leaves, like kind of woven together in like a kind of like a ghillie suit or something like they would use to hide themselves in hunting and such.
I stand back, like off the grass a little bit, stand up on a stone or something, I don't know. And I reach down and go, cha-cha! And pull it off.
Okay, well...
Can I roll for performance for that?
You can.
Oh, please, just...
19 plus 9. Boom,
Okay.
boom.
Okay, so you got, what, 28?
Yeah.
So, in a very elaborate boom, boom, she grabs it and kind of pulls it up. It doesn't come off because it is actually attached to the door. But you can like, she's like kind of bent over and like, and pulls it up, and you can look and see a wooden door, and you can see half of a familiar symbol of a crow on the door in the circle. Ta-da!
Well,
Good going, Bill.
that's something.
If only we had Ao in his little crow thingy.
Crow thingy.
What do you mean?
What are you talking
What does that mean?
Oh, that's that's the symbol for a particular guild that we have unfortunately had some run-ins with out in another city, and our friend infiltrated the group and got a magical item that unlocks doors and such.
Is it the item that unlocks it, or what he does with the item?
Good question, Prince Leopold.
Just
So with me being
minor image stars like around my head.
Yeah.
with me being past these guilds, I would know how to open the door, wouldn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, all you guys should know how to open this door.
Yeah, when I see this symbol, I start taking off my boot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
You start taking off your boot?
Yeah, I'm taking off my boot.
Why are you taking your boot off?
Because I'm going to jump this coin out of there. Look at this coin that has a raven on it.
The coin that you've had in your boot?
Yeah.
The coin you've had in your boot for like 4 episodes?
Oh! Boot coin!
Oh, yeah.
Azaran pulls out his boot coin.
So you sit down on a rock and pull your boot off, and you start shaking it out,
Yeah.
and you can kind of hear like the tinging metallic noise of coin, metal on metal as into the grass falls this golden coin.
Who knew this one came in useful?
Yeah. So the story of that is that when you guys were being arrested by the paladins, Ao told you to grab the coin from your connected bag of holding, and you put it in your boot, and you've had it in there ever since.
Yep.
Oh, boot coin does it again.
Boot coin.
All right, so you have a
As you pull your boot off, Belle goes, precipitation,
presentation.
Jasmine, feet.
She trying to say, I do this and be like, your face thin. Presentation your face. I don't you understand. Anyway, I walk up to it and
yeah, you pick up this coin off the ground.
Yeah.
And it feels kind of slimy and sweaty.
yeah, it's been there all day, all night. Been there for a while.
Been there a whole day.
Yeah, and I press it up against the symbol.
You press it up against a symbol.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing happens.
I really don't want to touch that thing.
Just tell me what to do.
The crow nodded 3 times.
Why?
To open the door, damn it.
Oh. Why would a crow be knocking on the door?
Just open the door.
Oh, fine, whatever. 1, 2, 3.
All right, and you can kind of hear almost kind of like a lock release, and the door just kind of comes up just a little bit at the tip where the handle is. Just
Just the tip, baby.
just the tip.
Yeah.
You can try some Dwarven strength now. You don't. Never mind. Just open it up.
All right, yeah. Let's see. He opens up.
All right, you gonna open it up?
Yeah.
Are you going around to the other side and lifting it up so we can
Yeah.
look down in it? All right. You pull it open, and
I get
you
in the face.
you look down into Well, with your dark vision, you can see into it, of course, but it's a stairwell that kind of goes down into a very dark and long hallway, and there are 6 figures that are kind of behind, like 2 in front and kind of stacked, and they all have arrows pointing up. And they release. And we'll take a break right there.
Oh god.
All right.
Don't fall every episode.
All right, we'll take a break right there. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere, and we'll see what happens to Hamo. Hey! All right. Welcome back. And before we took the break, you guys figured out how to get this thieves' door open. Since you guys had plenty of experience with this in the past. And you were met with 6 figures down in this little hole, and they are all shooting at you, Jaimo, as you flung the door open.
But it's dark though?
Huh?
Is it dark though?
It is dark. I mean, you don't get a reaction to jump out the way, do you?
No.
All right, let's see here. But don't worry, it's not that bad. Where is it? 13.
Not that
All right, that misses. 20.
Yeah.
Misses. And 18.
Yeah. On the 20, I'm gonna use my deflect missiles.
Okay.
D10 over D10. D10. I ain't rolled a D10 the whole time I've been playing. You gotta be fucking shitting me, bro. Bruh. So 1 plus my dex, mine 5 plus my monk level.
4, 5.
Yeah. So how much was the damage?
The damage?
Yeah.
Okay, for that one. Only 9.
Oh, I caught that shit.
Yeah. So you catch 1, and then the other. Well, she only does 2 damage. You catch one of the arrows that's coming towards your face. The other one kind of glances your cheek a little bit and just gives you a little scratch.
Yeah, and I'm throw it back at him and like, what are you guys doing?
You throwing it back at him?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the damage when you throw it back at him?
Yeah,
Like make a ranged attack to hit.
Yeah. 28.
28 to hit.
Yeah,
All right.
28.
What's the damage you got to roll on that?
I don't know what's the damage on it.
I don't know.
It'd be the same.
Throwing
as-
weapon.
The same as
Probably-
what you did.
Is it the same? I don't know. What's the
I
skill
guess
set?
so.
Does it say that you just return the exact same thing that was shot at you?
Well, it says
Or
if
is it
you
like a
catch the
dart?
missile in this way, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack with the weapon or the piece of ammunition you just caught.
Mhm.
That's part of the same reaction. You make this attack with proficiency regardless of your weapon for proficiencies, and the missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack, which has a normal rate of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet.
So monk
Did I say
weapon.
that? Yeah.
Okay, so it's like your regular attack.
So D6.
Mhm.
I was on different days. I'm not proficient at it though. So,
Well, you don't add your proficiency to the damage, just the roll to hit.
Nah. Well, 1.
1.
Yeah.
This is plus your dex as well.
Oh wait, my dex. 6.
6 damage. Okay. So you throw it back and it sinks in this one guy's chest. He's like, ah, and it kind of falls down the stairs.
Then when he falling down the stairs, I just turn around, show him the cloak.
You just immediately just turn around.
Yeah.
All right. Sure, we're not gonna roll an initiative. So so you open the door and they fling these arrows at you, and one kind of scratches your cheek, and you catch one, you throw it back, and you yell at him, and then turn around and let your cloak blow in the wind as well. And they all just kind of stop and look, and they're just like, and they just kind of look at each other, and they all like draw again. Who's there?
It is me, the hand of fate.
And you can I hear them like they're just kind of just like looking at each other confused, and like one guy that you can see that doesn't have a nose is like, shut up. That hand of fate's dead.
Oh. Well then.
How'd you get the door open? If you knew how to open the door, you had it opened a long time ago. You guys have been scraping around up there for a while. And you kind of hear him go as he kind of sucks through his hole in his face.
Well, it was kind of clever. We had to find the door first.
You're stepping all over it like for a whole minute.
Yeah. I mean, once I looked for it, we found it. We got it open. Now we're here.
Let me see your coin.
Flip it too.
You flip it to him, and you show him the gold coin,
Yeah.
and they all kind of jump a little bit and like, then they point at you again. Did you kill him? Did you kill Thorbalt?
No.
Dun dun dun.
Gangster! Oh my god!
No boy.
Where'd you get that coin at? That's his coin.
Pearl's Reach.
And they kind of like look at each other again. They kind of start looking real nervous. Have you said that? You're not here to kill us, are you? Last time you guys came here, and they just like they're getting real nervous right now.
Bill
Look,
steps
man,
forward.
I'm from here. We're not here to murder you unless you want to go that way.
But what are you here for?
Enough of this. Jace, you took something that doesn't belong to you, and I would like it returned immediately.
Kind of like Jill starts looking around. Like, are you like walking up as well?
Yeah.
They got point stares at you. Hey, how do you know who I am?
Honey, I know everything. Persuasion! Not 20!
Well, a 20 is not an automatic success in this situation, unfortunately.
Oh, all right. Well, let's add my plus 11 persuasion on that if you want. So,
Okay,
31.
so you're trying to convince this person that you know everything, right?
I'm kind of convinced Jace that
All right.
I know everything.
All right, well, let's see what this contested insight is. And he just looks at you and he's like, "Oh, what are you? Like some kind of a wise man?"
I cast dancing lights around her, so like it looks like she's like glowing.
Right.
What is this carnival show?
The necklace, Jace.
And
Don't make me come down there and get it, because you won't be living when I leave.
and like the other ones behind him, they've already like started putting their arrows down, and they're kind of looking, and then Jace is still up front. Like you can see like the sweat starting to beat up on his forehead. He's looking real nervous. And
How far down is he?
he's probably only about like 15 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not that far away. And he's just hands are he's getting kind of shaking. He's just looking. You can like see he's like starting to panic. He's like, "Well, what?"
Stay calm, my child. Just give me the necklace, and everything's gonna be okay.
I don't have it. And he kind of like puts his bow down and it's like you get like, all right, you guys are here for me. Just leave them alone. And he kind of like starts walking up and like kind of drops the bow and has his hands up. He's walking up, and he's like kind of like shooing the rest of them away as he's coming up. And then they like scurry back down the steps and disappear into a room behind there. And he steps out of the hole and he's like, "So I recognize you from the tavern."
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the little girl's necklace anymore. I traded it.
Of course. I already knew that.
Right, yeah. So if you're, what do you want with me then? If you already knew.
I was hoping that you would have the decency to express the truth yourself, seeing as the consequences, I mean, I already know where it is, but if you're gonna lie to my face, then...
And he like kind of gets down and he like jumps to his knees and he's like, okay, I traded it. I stole it because I needed something valuable to trade for and he kind of like looks at you as he like seems to not want to continue saying what he's saying.
To trade for?
A book, a very special and rare book called The Busted Board. Romance novel, you know.
I do know your love of romance.
Mm-hmm. It's my favorite. Of course, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Barthaniel. He has your necklace now.
Mm. You did good. I pat him on the head.
Sorry. Deity of some kind.
Where can we find Barthaniel?
At the bookstore.
In the future,
You're not gonna eat my brain or anything, are you?
No. Don't steal from children. Have you learned your lesson?
But it's like stealing candy from a babe. Oh, yeah, yes, of course.
Of course.
Okay, yeah. And he kind of like starts crawling back towards the hole.
Or dwarves.
All right, and I turn around and start walking back to the town.
I walk with her.
Okay, yeah, you're walking with her. All right.
Yeah, I started walking back. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys just
Head back to the.
hit him with the question. Is what you're looking for is not here? Time to go.
You guys can stay as long as you want. Belle's on a mission.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Gotta.
Jaime might want to stay for personal reasons.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna follow.
You gonna go down? Follow him.
Going down.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, he's afraid of you. And,
As he should be.
He sees you like coming, like begin to come down too, and he like takes off running like as fast as he can down the stairs, and he trips at the end and falls and like kind of just starting to scoot back into the room. You can see dirt on the floor, and there's a little bit of light coming from within there from maybe a candle.
Just keep walking. And what are you running for?
If you're the hand, anything to do with the hand of faith, then we're dead.
Please
don't kill us.
I'm not here to kill you. I'm here for information.
Are you going to kill us after we give you the information? I mean, why should we tell you if we keep us alive just to get the information?
I'm not keeping you alive for the information. If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead now.
Okay. As like you go down, if you continue to walk down and you go, it's just like a kind of a small, not a small, but like just a square room. It seems kind of maybe like it was like a dungeon area, maybe like a holding area, not like bars and everything, but maybe a cellar kind of thing. And there's like a couple of chairs and tables down here with candles on them, and you can see a couple of barrels and drinks. It kind of looks just like a little sneaky hideout.
Sneaky tavern hidden up.
Mm-hmm. And they're all just kind of standing against the wall as you walk in, and he is Jace is kind of still on the ground as he hasn't stood back up, and he just kind of spins around. He's still on his knees and he's just kind of looking down at the ground. He's like, okay, well, just don't hurt us. What do you want? What do you want to know?
Why are you guys running the Thieves Guild name in the dirt? Being petty thieves, stealing from children.
The Thieves Guild, the thief. You know.
This wasn't created to just steal. It was created to help elves, to help us from being oppressed.
I mean, they've never done anything for me specifically. Just they taught me the skills that I need to get by.
Typical of the younger crowd. My family. What do you know about them? You know a lot about me.
I mean, are you? He kind of like grin to himself. I mean, are you really the hand of fate, or are you just messing with me?
I really am. I have no reason to lie to you.
I mean, he kind of like looks to his friends to the side. He's like, prove it.
Yeah, there's some shadow in the room. Like,
oh yeah, this whole place is just shadowed up.
Okay. Gonna teleport from right next to him. Mm-hmm. Teleport and just be standing right next to the guys on the wall, just like they are.
Yeah, and when you do, they just kind of like jump away from me, and they're just all like frightened. But then they're all like, "Oh, there's the hand of fate!" And like Jace jumps up, like, "Oh my god! Oh no way! No, don't do this! Oh my god! Oh, that's amazing!" He just blew all these guys' minds just then. And he can like they all run up to each other like, "Oh, it's just like the stories. Oh my god, he just teleported. Did you see that? He didn't even like use magic or anything. He just there."
But the question is, what do you know about my family?
And like as they're like still like freaking out about it, and they like Jace is still like, okay, family. I mean, the stories are that Pearl's Reach. You got their coin. Did you kill them all?
A majority of them.
And like everybody just kind of gets quiet. And they're like, oh shit. Well, I mean, the story is that they killed you, and then they came here looking for family and such, looking for your brother as a fisherman, and then the story is that they're gone.
And what about my brother?
They're dead. And then they look like they're starting to kind of look real nervous again as they realize that they just told you some bad news. And I go, maybe. I mean, we just know the stories. We weren't here, at
the time
when everything went down. So maybe there's more to it.
Who would know more?
I mean, Thorvald will probably know. But I mean, he hasn't been he hasn't been leader, but for just a couple of years really. But I mean, he's been around for a while, still in the guild.
Okay.
And as speaking of that, like the like the leader of this place was definitely not a dwarf. It was an elf, and so yeah, hearing the name Thorvald, this dwarf leading the Thieves Guild, is just like completely sounds like they're just telling you a story.
Yeah. What happened to the elf that used to lead here?
I got the name actually somewhere where I wrote it down at. Arcos was his name. Arcos. Arcos was the previous leader and the leader for a very long time. But they kind of like look at each other and they're like, I guess you haven't been around for a while, huh? I mean, Arcos got old and stepped down, and then Thorvald kind of talked his way and he kind of took over, not by your normal means of which you would know in the Thieves Guild, like someone is actually, it's kind of like people kind of vote in and like choose and like someone that everyone trusts and respects, and so yeah, and they're like, yeah, he kind of just we don't know how he did it, but there's a lot of story, like rumors and such that kind of pulled some strings here and set some stuff up there and took over.
And they just let him. That's amazing. Okay, I'll go talk with him. How do I know you're not lying to me?
I mean, if we are, then I guess if you're the hand of fate, what are we going to do? Like, you never, no one's ever gotten away from you. As they're kind of like getting fanboyish again, but then they're kind of like, oh,
yeah.
And they kind of sit back like, we wouldn't lie. And you can make an insight check if you'd like to.
Yeah, I might as well just. 12.
12? Yeah, you're pretty sure that you've like put the fear of Mercule in these in these young elves.
Young thieving boys.
Okay, well, just put it this way: if I find out that you did lie to me, you won't get away.
They kind of like their eyes kind of get big, and they just kind of.
Then I teleport out the room.
Yeah. You go teleport. Yeah, you could teleport straight out of this place because you're only like 40 feet in, and you go 60 feet. So you're just like, poof. Yep. And then when you're outside, you can hear from the inside, "Oh my God, where is he? Oh man!" So did anybody stay behind? But I didn't ask if I stayed behind or just Hamo stayed. Okay, so everybody else is going back to town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. So you guys have been able to get back to town during the time he's had this talk.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing?
Heading to the bookstore. Do you know where the bookstore is? I don't believe I saw it coming in.
It is not on the main area, but you would have seen it. And you know that it's called it's a little bookstore on the north side called A Likely Story.
Nice.
And like this is it's a large town, but it's not, it's like a couple minutes walk to go to where the bookstore is.
Alrighty. And the person who has the book, what was his name again? He told us. Jace told us, but I've forgotten.
What did he say, Mary?
I didn't get time to write it down.
His name was Barthaniel. That's right.
Good job.
Oh man, the note taking queen didn't get that note. But
And it's probably like
got it. What?
the sun has started going down a little earlier due to the season, but it's probably like a little after 8 now for everyone. But yeah, you guys want to head towards A Likely Story, led by the Prince.
I step forward, like I'm ahead of them,
Yeah.
and I start playing my flute.
Ooh.
Follow me, I can tell you a story. A likely story. Follow me. And I extend my hands to everybody.
Yeah.
I walk.
Did your cape billow?
Absolutely. It doesn't stop.
I walk up.
Yeah, I'm following.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just point to where we're going.
Follow me. And I start walking this way.
All right, I'll follow him.
All right, you guys are on the way to A Likely Story, and you guys come up to you find a small shop. The light, you can see a candle light coming from the there's 2 windows, and then there's a wooden door. There's also just like a wooden, almost kind of like a cabin. All the buildings in this town are very cabin-like.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a sign kind of hanging from a pole over the door of a book kind of opened up, but inside the book, you usually see kind of like looks like little scribblings, but you see kind of it looks like squares and like figures that are drawn in each square. They look like you can see one of the squares that kind of has like this muscle bound looking dwarf, and his hair is all stuck straight up, and there's looks like he has like an eyeglass on with some device on his ear.
Nice.
Is the bookstore open?
There's a lot down.
I knock on the door.
Yeah, and you can hear from the inside, "Come in."
I walk on in.
Yeah, you walk in.
I'm gonna walk on in.
Who do I see?
All right, you see a portly human. Yeah, pretty large guy, and he looks like he has a shirt that's just not quite long enough. He's kind of sitting on a stool by some books. It looks like all of his clothes are just a little too tight for him, and he has a receding hairline, but what he has left over is in a ponytail. You can see his 8 head, and he's kind of looking at something. He's got a book in his hands and a candle kind of beside him on the actual counter that they work behind. And he looks up. "How can I help you?"
Hi, I am looking for a necklace that was traded with you earlier. Do you still have it?
He kind of pushes his glasses up. Yeah, this elf came in, Jace, and he was looking for a book, and we traded because he couldn't afford, the first edition of a Busty Bard, one of the best in the series. What are you looking for? Just want it back?
Mm-hmm.
No.
What would you like to trade for it?
Right to the point, huh?
Yeah.
Do you are the rest of you guys walking in?
Yeah, I'm in there.
He's like, "You're not gonna beat me up, are you?"
Of course not.
It depends. Yeah.
we're just here to make a friendly trade. My necklace for... Ooh, how about this? And I pull out a, what's it called? A water skin filled with green guggly witch's brew.
Damn.
Yeah, you're in a bookstore.
Well, you didn't trade a book for a book. You traded a book for a necklace.
Yeah, like
so...
a magical necklace and not just some water skin.
Oh, this isn't water.
No. Amazing. He kind of like goes back to his book, starts flipping the pages.
Wow.
Look, I mean, if you were like pretty or something, maybe I'd care.
I step forward.
Yeah.
Good sir, I am Prince Leopold, and I bow to him.
Are you a real prince?
Absolutely. And I bow again. You're a man that enjoys stories, correct?
I mean, yeah, not all of them, but there's pretty good stories. I mean, the third volume from Bartholomew the Third is it's probably my favorite literary work, and I just like the way he tells his stories. I like how just your unlikely hero, you're just your regular guy working in the bookstore, gets the girls, gets the gold.
Those are the best, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Do you have the necklace on you?
No.
You don't. Deception check?
Do I need to roll deception checks if you're really a prince? Oh. Hey, you can make one if you like. You'll make an insight check on him.
Nat 20.
Nat 20? Well, what's your total?
21.
21?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, you're pretty sure that you heard that the necklace was here, but you don't see it on his person. But
we were talking about a trade, of course. How about I trade you a story for the necklace?
Are you like a good storyteller?
He's quite good.
He is quite good.
And they're pretty good.
And very pretty.
I just smile and run my fingers through my hair.
Uh,
The cape just keeps billowing.
yeah. You guys aren't going to leave unless I give it to you, huh?
Mm-mm.
Very true.
Well, I mean, we could beat you up. That's actually coming next. We're going to let him try it.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting on it for this to fall through as I crack my knuckles.
Will I be getting to the bookstore by this time?
You're getting into town, and you don't know where this book's. Well, I mean, actually, you do. No, I don't know. He's been 10 years since you've been to town.
Yeah.
Just make a history check real quick. Let's see if this has been here.
Ooh. 17.
17? Okay, you do know that there's a bookstore that used to be owned by this older lady, and she had a young son called a likely story on the north side of town.
Okay. Yeah, that way now.
Okay, yeah, that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And he kind of like puts the book down to the side, and you can see this book that he's reading. There's not a lot of. It's just not writing. There's pictures, and you can see that there's like just some kind of. It looks like some plate-wearing warrior, and you can see like there's a gem in the middle of his head and two spikes that come up, and he has this energy sword and large shield with a cross in it, and you can actually see like some planet in the background, and it's just like these boats that are flying in the air.
Can I read that book?
You like Gundam?
Yes, actually, yeah, I've read a couple of volumes. They're pretty good.
Zeron or nah?
No, Earth Federation.
I'll get out of my shop. Oh God!
This guy.
He spits in the ground. I hate you, wannabes.
Oh my god!
And he just kind of like, look, the book that I traded was priceless, really. And made the trade because I thought it'd be a nice gift for somebody, and I'll give it back to you, but you guys just have to do something for me.
What would we need to do for you?
Well, he kind of like walks behind the counter, and he's actually pretty tall. He's kind of like slouched in this chair and like stands up, and you can like see the like belly buttons kind of hanging out, and like a hairy belly coming out from under that. So it was going to be a gift for Aurea Quills, the mayor of the town, who is the most precious, most beautiful milady I've ever witnessed in my life.
Go on.
And so if you could use your storytelling princey powers or whatever and convince her to date me, maybe, then I'll be glad to return what's originally maybe probably yours. Who knows in this
We
town.
know. So it's evening now. So what you're saying is, unless we... would you give us the necklace in advance or not until after the date is complete?
I don't even know you.
Brother.
You probably just keep it for yourself and run off.
Yes, brother.
Good.
He doesn't trust us.
And shall we make him trust us? Look.
Yeah, I know, right? Listen, what if I give you a large sum of money to hold in place until we return?
How much?
Give or take 500 gold. That's how you know I'll be back for it.
That's a lot of gold. So you want to give me 500 gold for this necklace?
Well,
That I'll trade for a first edition Busty Bard mint condition. Do you know how much that book's worth on its own?
Well, it's worth a lot less than the Busty Argonian Maid, so don't even pretend that the Busty Bard is actually infinitely better. So, we're doing you a huge favor right now by even offering you financial compensation. The choices for you are very clear at the moment.
And you can like see his face look like he's in pain from what you just said.
You can either give us the necklace now, and my friend here will very, very, very generously lend you $500 as a placeholder whilst we go and get you a date in the morning. We're all very tired and must go to bed at 8 p.m. That's normal. I've had a couple of dragon ales, and I would like to get back to sleep. So, you give us the necklace, we will lend you a little bit of money, and we'll come back for the money in the morning, and you will have a date.
Well, I sell the book by itself for 1,000 gold, so 500 is not going to cut it. That's what it comes down to. And I don't even know what trash you've been reading.
Would you like to go on your date with the mayor or not? That's the real question here. Because I don't think, if you've had so much luck with her, you would not have asked us to set up a date with her in the first place.
Bill, wait. So have you read everything about Gundam? Have you read all the volumes?
He kind of like... okay, well, yeah, what's some paladin gonna tell me? Okay,
just in case you haven't finished them all, I'm about to give you a spoiler. If you
Oh my god! Oh,
now we speak.
Oh my god!
Oh, so you haven't finished them all?
Yeah, you would stoop that low, wouldn't you?
So you haven't read the last chapter. Oh, so you don't even know how the war turns out. Would you like to know? I know. I read them all. Spoiler.
I don't believe you. I don't even think you can read.
Spoiler.
No, you guys must really want this really bad if you just scoop this low.
I can tell you one person that dies for. Yeah, maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. 4, maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know.
You got see like he's like his face is kind of turning red and his like eyeballs are starting to bulge.
Spoiler!
Alright, fine. Just give me 500 gold and come back and get it. And are you going to help me or not? That's the real question.
Yeah, we'll help you. Spoiler free.
Turn to Leopold. Is this something you think you could pull off?
Absolutely. I am Prince Leopold.
Do I walk in?
Yeah, you can show up at this point.
What's going on?
We're finishing our deal.
Oh my God! Where is that? A genuine Hand of Fate
Oh my god.
cloak? Where did you get that?
You. Why would I have it if I wasn't the Hand of Fate?
Oh my God! Cosplay.
Oh, this
I don't even know a fancy word for it right now. Cosplayers. Oh my God! I get it. You're in character.
Like, does this look like cosplay and I teleport right next to him?
Whoa! Oh, you must be very dedicated to have gone out and find the monks in the mountain to learn these techniques.
Does he have the necklace?
He does.
Yeah, we gotta give him a date. Look, man.
I kind of pity him. I almost feel like it might do you a world of good to actually go out with a real woman sometime, you know?
Oh, wow.
What would you know about real women?
I know it might be hard for you to believe since you've never actually seen or been in the presence of any female that isn't related to you before.
My face feels hot
But
after that. God, extra steam. Yeah, like, oh God.
He's kind of like trying to touch your cloak a little bit and like feel it.
I'll just slap his hand.
No, only bruise easy.
What is the deal that we had?
He's gonna hold on to this 500 gold. We're gonna hook him up.
You know what? Bell's gonna punch him in the face. What do I need to roll?
Wait, punch me in the face? I got you.
Oh my God.
Punch him in the face. No, Bell wants to do it. What do I have to roll?
All right, just make a roll a hit using your strength modifier. Are you proficient in unarmed?
No.
So just roll d20, add your strength.
Let this hit.
No, I want to do
Let me
it.
get him.
Rolled an 11, and my strength is 0.
All right, well, you hit him. All right, and roll a d4.
Yeah, this is D4. 2.
2. Okay. You you come up and you just punch him in the face.
Yeah.
All right, and he as you punch him in the face, it looks like just some unstoppable force just hit this guy. As he just kind of his glasses kind of flying off in the air. Oh God! I want to call the guards. Oh my God!
That's fine. Can I have my necklace, please?
Oh God!
Get up and quit crying. You just like you baby just
unprovoked hit me.
Oh, unprovoked?
Oh my God! This
Oh my
hat you guys are carrying around with
so
you.
nice to
you
you.
know, your mom spoiled you. You know that, right? Yeah, I knew your mom.
What?
I
Oh
knew-
my God! Not the mom jokes. Come on.
No, I knew your mom. I knew you when
You knew her very, very well.
I knew you when you were this small. Hey,
You
kind
got
of.
to see like tears in his eyes. He's like just kind of sitting there, like he's listening to me. But he's
What
looking
happened
around.
to your mom? Like, what happened? I've been away.
She's at the house. Probably got dinner ready for me right now, but I thought I'd read a couple more chapters of Gundam before you tried to ruin the whole thing. And you came in here and punched me. You guys basically robbed me, give me half of what the book's worth to begin with. You know how hard that book was to find to begin with?
Do you know how important this necklace is to us?
No, it's just a fucking necklace.
It's pretty life-saving right now.
Apparently, it'll save my life.
Yeah.
You assholes.
Actually, you give us a necklace, it will save your life.
I mean, but what if I just, don't give you the necklace? What are you going to kill me for it?
No.
We can arrange that.
No, Imo. We're not going to kill an innocent man over a book.
Yeah, that's
Not
right.
a
Yeah.
book. It's a necklace.
Oh, the necklace.
I mean, Prince Leotard over here. He. What would you do in a situation?
Sir, I really want to help you. I would love to get you a date if you would just cooperate with us.
I feel like I'm just an extra character in your guys' story. You're just gonna forget about me when you leave, or kill me because you get what you want, and then this quest is complete, huh? And don't worry about little old me and my little shop here losing money over you bunch of assholes that come in here with your freaking dog girl that punching people.
Barthaniel, I apologize for the dog girl.
Do you still have your ale? Do you still have your ale that you've been carrying around from the... I mean, I probably can't even pick it up.
My nose bleeding. And he like looks and it's like his face is just a little red. He's not even bleeding at all.
No, it's not.
That's bad.
I think it's broken.
Listen, Barthaniel, if I leave 1,500 gold.
Oh my god.
Here. Scott. Listen, it's only fair. The book's worth 1,000. Okay.
How's it fair?
You know he's just gonna go and spend it at the
a time and a
rumble.
half of what it is, and then you can't even guarantee that the mayor's gonna want to date him. He's gonna have to at least put on some clothes that fit.
I'll help him with that, Heimon.
What's wrong with my clothes?
You
You can like tug them a little bit.
You're wearing dwarf-sized clothes.
Listen, my brother and I will
help
school you on fashion.
On women, fashion, how to get them, how to talk to them, how to dance, sing.
Oh God, I might as well just kill him and take the book then.
Flex.
Barthaniel.
All right, you give me a persuasion check real quick. Do it at advantage because you both are trying. So.
Oh God.
Oh, he
God.
needs it. He needs it.
that advantage.
He needs
I
it.
mean,
Yeah, that's better.
18.
okay. And all right, continue with what you're saying.
Okay, listen. So my brother and I will school you on fashion and women and the things the essentials for the date, right? My friend Prince Leopold will do his part, and which is the hardest part, by the way. Have you seen yourself?
I got this book right here that tells me all I need to know about women. And he pulls out this book and puts it down, and you can see on the spine, and it says "Treat women like garbage."
Well,
They love it, right?
Well, most of the time.
Written by a douchebag.
Listen. Just come with us tonight. I'll listen, but I do need your word that you won't spend my gold until we return.
Okay.
I'm pretty partial to my gold, you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty partial to my books. Yeah,
Right.
I understand that. Yeah.
Okay, cool, good. In that case, 1,500. I'll leave it here for the night. We'll come back. We'll work with this date, and
But you need to give us the necklace now.
yes, we do need that up front. Yeah.
Just hurry up.
Heimo, could you take Bill and step outside for a moment, please? I think it would help.
He's shaking them dice ball.
Just for a moment. I think it would help.
You got 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
If you get outside,
30 seconds.
that'll be fine. Will you take Bill?
Belle walks outside.
Yeah, just in a huff, just open the door and sling it open. God.
And we'll be back by, say, lunch tomorrow. Before then.
Okay, well, I don't wake up until like noon anyway, so.
Oh.
Yes.
No problem. Good. Wonderful. In that case, and I'll separate. I'll just count out about 1,500.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll set it. Do you have anywhere to put these?
Yeah, and he kind of like reaches back and like pulls out like just a large brown sack and kind of like holds it open, and you can see like several books and parchments inside. You can see like a drawing of like a lewd drawing and like some an octopus to the side. And
Oh my!
it's fan art, okay?
Oh, good. No problem.
It's,
And
it's
by the way, the first lesson is don't mention that tomorrow. And I'll set the gold in the bag.
yeah. He like kind of like points at that drawing. Do you like scripture blue?
Oh God.
A little bit, yes.
Okay, and he like he's like reaching in his pocket and pulls out the necklace and like holds it out to you.
Thank you. Thank you. And listen, so we'll be back. You'll have a date. I'll have my gold. We'll all. I still apologize for the punch. That'll clear up by after the date.
It didn't really hurt. It's fine.
Anyway, I believe that's all we need for the night. And where should we find you tomorrow? Here?
Yeah, here. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. We'll return.
Okay.
And I'll hold it up to Leopold.
I extend my hand and bow.
So everybody about walking out.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I want to run up to him. I look at him.
Yeah.
He looks at me. Can we get the anime look going on?
And like you step up to him and look, and it cuts to your face, and then it cuts to his face, and then like it kind of goes dark. And you see like little lightning bolts kind of me.
Then I go like this, and then I go what? And then I go.
And he goes.
Then I walk out towards the door,
He's like, what happened?
and I was like, I say you're already dead, and I look back like this right here, and it cuts to my eyes.
And he goes, ah!
Taking notes.
And then I close the door and walk out.
And you're walking out, you can like see him kind of stand up, and he's kind of laughing to himself. Oh,
Then
me.
when they walk out the door, Scran, you really gave him 1,500 to hold for you.
Oh, I'm coming back for that.
I understand, but our newly acquired friend here, Leopold, what if he can't get that date? Have you seen that guy?
I have seen that guy. He look like he can do it.
No one would date
want
that
to go on
man.
a date with him
I
myself.
mean, look at him. I mean,
You want to go on a date with him yourself? You gotta. Your money has a snowball's chance in hell of not being his for that date. No offense to you, Leopold.
Oh wait, you were
This is all talking about the guy.
Oh,
I mean, Leopold can
I
tell.
thought you were talking about Leopold.
No, Leopold can tell a hell of a story.
Oh yes, that's okay.
But when
Thank
she
you.
sees
And I
him,
bow.
when she sees that guy, he's wearing door-sized clothes and he's like 13 feet tall.
Just have faith in Leopold.
Okay, your goal's
I just
gone.
beam smiling because of all the positive energy I feel right now.
Cool.
Good.
So where are you guys heading to?
Back
I
to the
turn
inn.
and start walking to the inn.
Yeah.
My cape billows behind me.
Yeah.
I'm going to the bar.
Going to the bar? Okay.
I'm actually gonna.
We might need you at the inn in case things are not going over well. In case we don't get this necklace back in time.
I guess since you said that, I'd go to the inn. Yeah. I'll go to the inn right now.
Everybody's going to the inn first?
Yeah, we're going to the end.
Just to
Definitely get
check.
to the end first.
Then we can go for a celebratory drink afterwards. The Dragon Ale is great.
Listen, brother, we already agreed to help Barthaniel with his fashion and things.
It is going to take so much work.
Well, we have less than 24 hours.
Dear Jesus. I mean,
Let's check.
Dear him. Dear him. It's going to take so much.
Let's check on Ruby and then
We'll find him
probably-
some fashionable clothes.
Yeah, well, I think I have an idea of where to take him.
Where, brother?
You better not be going. You going to the Devil's Tongue?
Well, I think the Devil's Tongue would be good for this man.
Get him a top hat.
Yeah, I guess so. The Devil's Tongue, is it a pretty good place? Nice women?
If you hungry.
Maybe you guys can find a fedora in town, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fedora.
And a
would be
single rose
God.
to hold in his mouth.
This episode has turned so weird. So fast. Yes, brother. We will. He's definitely going to need it. God, you.
All right, yeah. So we have back to the.
Okay, cool. I still like it because, like, in reality, Belle is like definitely one of the most beautiful characters, and then he's just like being like hypercritical of her, just like
Because he thinks I'm beautiful, so he's treating me like shit, right?
by a douchebag, you know.
Yes.
It's his book.
A douchebag.
It's pronounced a douchebag.
No,
Okay?
douchebag.
Off the douchebag.
Oh, me. All right. So yeah, you guys can head back to the inn.
Yeah.
It's probably like 8:30, maybe getting close to 9. It's taking a little bit to walk around and have these conversations. But the moon is still high in the sky. Not quite a full moon. Well, you know what? Let's see. It's a full moon.
All right.
And
All right.
you guys are heading back to the inn, and you can hear. You kind of go by. Let's see. My notes. Fix back up again.
The worst.
What's your passive perception?
Whose?
Let's see.
Mine's
much?
16.
There's a 16 now.
Mine's 14.
14? No, yours went up.
Yeah.
11.
What was yours?
11.
11. Okay. Yeah, you guys. As you guys are kind of going past the smith, big little weapons. Like it's kind of the home smithing, much like Baeus' house. Like there's the smith, and then you can see like the store, and then there's still lights on inside. You can see the people actually live further back in the store. But you think you I don't know. You see like just a kind of a large shadow at the corner of your eye. You kind of look. Well, you don't see anything when you look that way. But at the corner of your eye, you definitely saw something. Pretty big shadow go across the wall. Anyway. You guys heading to the inn? You guys can hear a bear kind of grumble in the distance. Going in, going to the room.
I head to my bear noises.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Rolled a 2, so 6.
You're not really too sure where the bear noises came from. you just kind of heard them. You're not too sure if they came from the inn or if like somewhere around you. But anyway, you can head in.
I head up to my room.
All right, and you get to the room.
I knock on the door. Ruby!
And the door's actually kind of cracked a little bit. You knock on the door and it just kind of slowly cracks open. And you enter the room. And you can see the back of Henry, but you can't really see anything else into the room, just like this large bare back. But you can still enter the room and go around.
Hey, Henry, Ruby, we're back.
And Henry actually kind of turns around and looks to you. And as he does, you can see that there's this huge blue wig with silver highlights on his head as he turns and looks at you. And he kind of
What's going on, Henry?
And then you can see like Ruby kind of peeks around the corner, and like you can even before she peeks around, you can see like the smoke almost going to the ceiling, the red smoke from her eye, and she kind of peeks around, and her face is almost like demonic looking, and she's kind of like,
we have your necklace. I grab it out of Leopold's hand.
Yeah.
And hold it out to her.
She kind of like looks at it, and then she just kind of looks back at you again. And she's like, you can, her claw on this, the cloak's not over it, and she like starts reaching out with this large 3-finger claw towards you.
Do you want me to put it on for you?
She kind of grabs it with 2 fingers and picks it up and kind of goes back behind the bear.
Why is my bear wearing a wig?
Yeah, and then you can see the smoke just kind of dissipate in the air, and just like a big sigh of, and like a thump on the ground. It's blocked by the bear that's in the room.
Move out of the way, Henry.
And he's like does his best to kind of scoot to the side, and Ruby's just kind of laying like sprawled out on the floor. She just looks like a huge weight has been lifted off of her. She's just like, oh, thank you. And she's got the necklace on.
Yeah.
And you can see like it's like a red glow kind of pulsating from it as she just kind of lays on the ground.
What's been going on? Are you okay? We did our best to get here as quickly as possible.
Me and Henry were playing. I'm tired. And she just kind of, it looks like she just kind of falls asleep on the floor.
Is there any like blood in the room, or
You can investigate.
Yeah. I'm investigating the room for blood. 5.
No,
7. Looks clean to me.
Man, this like they just cleaned this room. Apparently. The bed's still made. But it's hard to investigate the room when most of it's taken up by this very large brown bear.
Yes. I can't really take him out either.
You can dismiss the animals.
I can just dismiss them and they'll disappear. Alright. Well, I turn to Henry. Thank you so much for playing with Ruby. Can I kind of climb up him a little bit and take the wig off his head?
And
Is there a skull inside of the...
As you take the wig off of his head, you left behind, you can see the green skin of what looks to be pieces of scalp still in his fur. And he just kind of like goes,
I dismiss Henry. So
yeah, and you can almost see like roll animal handling real quick.
4. God,
Henry
I'm doing
looks
so well tonight.
Henry looks A-okay. Definitely nothing bad happened tonight.
Great.
and
Good
he
job.
and he kind of poofs, and a couple of pieces of flesh kind of splatter on the ground. As they are not dismissed. And you have the wig, and you can turn it over and see that there is there's black hair and just pieces of flesh in this wig.
Are we in there?
Are you guys in
Yeah,
there?
they're kind of
They come in.
they're all in the hallway because they couldn't come in with the bear. But
Yeah, the bear was in
so after the bear disappears, is there anything you do as you see this, or do you just?
And I look to see if there's any more like evidence.
With what you rolled, no, you don't see anything else. You just see the obvious that's in front of you.
Okay.
So you let everybody else come in.
I put the wig on the floor.
Do you put it
And
over?
then-
Do you put it over the blood spots?
Sure.
Yeah, you just kind of cover them up.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then I'll quietly close the door as to not bother Ruby and stand out in the hallway.
Okay, so you don't let everybody come in. You just kind of put it down and walk towards them and kind of push everybody out.
Yeah.
All right. Tell them. What do you tell them?
So I don't think we got back quick enough.
What do you mean?
I have a sneaky blue suspicion that Mandrake was here, or they were near him.
You mean the blind? He was no, we were
No, he was here.
Yeah, you mean the blind guy in the alley?
The blue head elf. Yeah.
Incredible hair.
Yeah.
What happened in the room?
Ruby's okay now. She's fine. Why don't you just come inside? And I slowly, quietly open up the door
Yeah,
and
you guys
gesture for everyone to walk in.
Yeah, you guys can if you step in. All of you that do.
and
Yeah, you can. There's a Ruby that's just kind of like sprawled out on the floor. She still has her studded leather armor on, and her cloak, which is kind of over her arm now. It kind of hangs low, like it's just laying on the ground, like there's nothing actually under there. But you can still see like the large claw out from under the cloak that just seems to kind of appear and be there.
I run in, and I guess I see the claw because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh yeah, you can see her claw.
Oh, that's normal. That's always there. I mean, it's not
Why?
normal, but it's just part of her anatomy.
As I run over, I kind of kick over the wig.
Yeah. You like kind of brush your foot over as you're running
Yeah.
past or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this wig kind of topples over, and you guys can see like bits of flesh and blood that's kind of trickled on the ground. It's not like a lot, but you know, definitely some scalp in there.
What is Mandrake's hair doing here?
Pretty obvious. I don't.
Looking at Ruby, does she have any blood on her?
You can investigate or perception, whichever one you want to use.
9.
You don't.
I'm gonna
No.
show y'all how to roll.
You don't like you. Where are you looking at? You like looking at her claw and such? Face? Yeah, you don't see blood on her face or anything.
Can I attempt to lift her?
Yeah, you sure can. And it's easy. Like she's light.
You
She
can
does
pick her
not. She doesn't stir or wake up. She's just straight asleep.
Then I'll put her in bed.
Okay. And you put her down the bed, and then looking back, there's like 3 blood spots on the floor, and possibly where a claw was or something. You're not too sure exactly. But yeah. What do?
I feel like we should dispose of this.
How do you feel about that?
What do you mean dispose of this? What happened here?
I don't know. But I don't think it would be very wise to keep this very fabulous hair.
It is very fancy.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of him?
You guys are you're talking about this, and you kind of feel like a cool draft, and you realize that the window is open.
Guys, we either gotta tell Prince Leopold what's going on, or dispose of him.
We're not gonna kill him, Imo. Back over the ring. We're not gonna kill him. I can tell you that right now.
As they're talking in the ring, I'll walk over to the window and look out before I shut.
Okay, and the window is just the side of a building. There's nothing to stand on. It's just straight down. You guys are on the 2nd story, so it's like a 15-foot drop. Nothing, nothing insane for someone to jump down, but getting back in, that'd be a feat.
Any blood or anything on the window? It is a little cold in here, guys, and I'll shut the window and pull the curtain.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you should tell him, I guess.
No.
What? We got to do one or two choices. Either tell or kill.
We're not gonna kill him for
Well,
the
damn it,
second
if you
time,
want me-
Imo. I'm not
Okay,
gonna kill
okay.
this man.
Okay. All right. I Leopold, would you step outside with me for a minute?
Of course.
All right. So, my little sister in there, as you may have noticed, is not like most children. She was cursed a while ago. And part of that is that she has some vampiric qualities. And that necklace is so precious because it keeps her safe and safe for everyone else.
So she is a vampire.
A little bit. A little bit of vampire.
And those either inside the door, you can hear the exclamation, "She is a vampire." She may be like,
So let me get this straight. Just out of character and everything. To a random stranger we don't know, we just straight up tell him he's a vampire.
No, I said that she was cursed.
But the tight man doesn't pallet over Pearl Reach, lie and shit and everything else in bed. Don't tell him a damn thing.
Hold on, bro.
Completely avoid the situation. Be like, oh, I don't know, Titan Beard. No. We've been knowing you a long time. We ain't gonna tell you shit though. But random stranger you meet on the night of, they haven't known for 2 hours. Oh yeah, that's my sister right there. She is a vampire, and this is a plan to keep her away from everything.
well, that's the difference between NPCs and PCs.
When I just make the Pearl Reach, the shit gonna hit the fan so bad. I don't want to hear shit after this episode. Hell no. I ain't hear shit after this episode.
I am.
Hold those hands.
Listen,
No.
See, the thing
Hey,
about this is,
I'm very charming.
You are very charming.
the thing about this is, we not alone, bro.
I don't give a damn.
We're alone.
You gonna see Asheron walking in with a 10-pound bag, and you gonna see Tommy, what is it? At the fan, I'm like that. Nah, that's it.
Just for the record, you don't shit where you eat. Do not shit where you eat.
I ain't gonna shit where I eat. I live in a manor. I don't live with the paladins. I'm here.
Terrence don't want to hear it. That's funny.
Hey, I can't wait till.
Wait, does your character, does he have a uniform on? Does he have a princely uniform on? Or
It is a very, very fancy, like, a leather,
She can help it.
dark blue leather.
Uh-huh.
With like, I mean, it looks very princely. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
so
it's
maybe
very
Belle
nice.
just confuses it for uniform.
Yeah.
Hold on, out of character. It doesn't matter if we say don't tell him, you tell him anyway.
I didn't tell him last time. I'm triggered. Triggered. All right. Just go ahead with the story. I'm good.
All right.
Go ahead with the story.
I'm back again.
Back into character.
Okay.
All right,
Sorry.
back.
A vampire.
A little
I-
bit.
I
But
believe,
what you did this evening, it quite possibly saved this entire village. So
I mean, everything I've heard about vampires are evil. Like, I
and
she's
she's not at all. She's super wonderful. She keeps people safe. She just needs to have her necklace to do so. So when it was stolen and when it took us a little longer to retrieve, thanks to that wonderful bookstore owner,
He was fascinating.
it may be that she possibly climbed down the window and went and killed that elf that we met earlier today.
Oh.
I don't know for sure. I'm just coming to conclusions. We don't know.
Scratch just got his across
Can they hear
the
all
room
this?
so long.
You guys are just through like a normal wooden door, so yeah, you guys can pass.
I mean, I'm trying to speak hushly.
Yeah, I hear it, and I just gangster lean up against the wall.
like probably a passive perception over 10 can hear this conversation.
I heard all of it.
Just whatever at this point.
Belle, I don't know what you've got yourself into with this whole situation. But I don't think it's safe for anyone to have her around.
No, it's perfectly safe now that she has her necklace back and everything is totally fine. It's all fixed thanks to you. You helped us and it's all fixed. So
Wow.
everything's great now. And
Is she passed out now because she fed?
she was probably just really tired.
Since I can hear that, right? I know about vampires, right?
Uh-huh.
I bang on the door. Boom, boom, boom. She passes out when she gets fed. Yes, that's what vampires do if you want to know.
I guess for that part, that they actually don't. They just sleep during the day and then that's it.
Like, when they eat, they just like, well, I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a cycle usually. Like they stay up at night and they do their thing, they feed all they want, and then during the day they go and sleep.
Well, shit, her and Henry, they share the two feet.
So if you want to try to like guess or try to come to an assumption, you can roll like an Arcana check.
Sweet. Oh, man, I almost hit 19. I almost hit 19. I almost hit it. 2.
No, you have no idea.
It was right there. It was right there.
Other than like your basic knowledge they taught you in Paladin school, you'd have no idea.
No idea. What's
What's a vampire?
I ain't Alistar though.
Type of fish. All right.
Yeah. So for the situation that you guys are in, I just need to ask, just for my sake, is there any you guys attempting to persuade or deceive or anything like that needs to be rolled, or are you guys just having a chat? Are you trying to persuade him that it's okay?
Everything's fine. Persuasion.
All right. Well, you can counter with your insight.
Oh wow, 2 bars from that.
And actually, you probably get advantage because of the.
Because I know vampires are real.
I got 25.
Yeah.
Ooh. Was it? Would you say insight?
Yeah.
She whooped your head, didn't
She did. I got 19 on the first one.
Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't like erase your basic knowledge that you have, but maybe there's some truth. Maybe she knows more about Ruby than you do, and so maybe just a little bit of doubt that she's. I mean, you know that she's dangerous from the situation, but maybe there's there's room there to work with.
Belle, I trust you, and I want to know. I want to think that everyone's doing the right thing here. So, whatever y'all think is best is what we'll go with.
Okay. Well, if you I mean, your duty is done. You helped save this entire town. You did so well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did an amazing job. And you know,
I
what are
think
you doing
that-
tomorrow? You want to hang out?
You gotta just
You
close out
mean-
the room.
Yeah, well, wait.
You mean as a
You want
group?
another
As
one?
a
Well, we still need to deal with the bookstore man's date.
You guys are
So-
talking. Scron opens the door.
Yeah, excuse me.
Are you sending me off?
No,
absolutely
no,
not.
no.
I have 1,500 gold in mine, and I really.
I mean,
need
I
that
can
back.
just leave and.
No.
I mean, we've
No.
done what I needed to do here. I mean,
No, I need you. to
I
make
thought you were
fun.
going to do the thing. Remember
The date
I need to go
thing.
beat that kid up.
beat the kid up. Why would you do that?
He
He was a
has my-
poor nerd.
He's waiting on you to get him a date. You
I lean over to
hanging with
Scran.
you're a prince.
I lean over to Scran and I'm like, you should have just let me kill him.
I think that poor man just needs to be shown a better way to treat a lady.
I think that's a great idea.
Most definitely.
Yes. Well, after he has this.
Maybe
date-
these handsome dwarves can show him the way.
Oh yeah, we'll plan on that.
Oh, man.
But
Prince
you
Leopard-
need to convince the lady. I don't. Good luck.
Yes, Prince Leopard. You think you can convince the lady to go out with a guy like such as the nerd?
Leopold, sir. Shall I introduce myself?
You should.
You should. I love that song.
No.
This song, that song.
Ooh, me.
So would we be trying to do that in the morning?
Yeah.
No, I
Do you
don't.
know the
How long
man?
are you planning on staying in town?
Well, I was just passing through. I was on my way to Pearl Reach.
Told you we should kill him.
For the third time, we're not gonna kill an innocent man.
Well, perhaps we could get up really early, and you could speak with the mayor. Was it Array of Quills? For that poor nerd, you saw how nerdy he was.
Poor guy.
If you guys can fix him up, make him look presentable,
Yes,
I will help you.
Absolutely.
All right, yeah.
Now I turn to Osron. Brother, are you ready?
We're gonna have to polish a turd, brother. But yes.
In the distance, you guys hear a crunch and some heavy footsteps.
Bertha, everyone scatter.
And, coming up the stairs, you like see the top of like a brown hair kind of pulled up in a ponytail, and see some eyes. Boom, boom, boom.
I prestidigitation my room, make it smell nice, just in case there were any iron
Yeah.
smells.
She kind of like steps up, and anyway, she's like, you can like see like her chest up from the stairs where she's standing. She's like munching on a pickle. You loud. Stop talking in the hallway.
Yes, Bertha.
Kind of slowly turns around. Boom, boom, boom.
Such a lovely woman.
She
What
is.
part?
That would be more than nervous. Dude.
Oh, I don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And so from here, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, Ruby's doing her thing.
Ruby's sleeping.
Yeah, we'll try to set this date up in the morning.
I need to dispose of some scalp.
You guys know that y'all got to spend money, even more money, to fix this guy up, right?
And then that's when I like kind of.
You also have a date this evening. I don't know if you've forgotten that, Azron.
Oh yeah, Amber. Yeah. Yes, I do need to get ready for my date.
You don't want to leave her hanging. She was,
She's
quite
a nice
full of hot
girl.
air.
Hot air, man. Hot air, hot everything, hot face. Boy, did you see the mountain peaks?
Just go get ready, hurry up. And
Yeah.
then y'all can
Yeah,
go get old guy and fix him up afterwards. You can start.
After the date.
You just gotta show him how to walk in shoe first.
Oh my god. Let me.
That's how I would walk in.
remember, brother, just give him a vest and make him look nice and long sleeves and something that smells good.
And the finest
of silk.
of wool.
Might as well wool. This low shelf stuff out there.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try to go find Barthaniel.
You could go try to go find him back at the shop.
Oh, alright, matter of fact, brother. Nah, we won't be able to get the date in the same time. Right. God, I don't want to do it.
Are you gonna take him on your date to show him?
Yeah, show him how to like talk to a woman.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my idea with.
We can do that.
We can't? You think so, brother?
I'll feed him alcohol and
I'll show him how to talk to a lady such as Amber.
it'll be great.
This is perfect. This is the best idea ever.
I'm glad we came up with this.
Oh, we're so the cat family. I got geniuses. Corbin straight. Corbin knowledge out. The hairs. But let me hurry up and get to my room, brother. You should hurry up and get to yours soon.
What? For what?
Because we got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
And
Tomorrow,
I think
this man has to see you on this date.
Oh,
I'll go get him and we'll meet you where you're taking her.
all right, that'll work, brother. That'll work. Yes.
And I think I'm going to head down to down near the church and just have a look around.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's okay.
I'm gonna go investigate the area.
Alright.
All right. So the party is going to break up and go in your own separate ways. Just tell me where everybody's going.
Go to my room, get in the shower, get ready, hot bath.
So you're gonna have it takes kind of a while to draw a bath up and such because they have to like bring the water. I mean, there's probably like a bath house kind of connected to this place, like where they just kind of have a couple of buckets of water where you just hop in, and they have like probably coals burning under them to keep them warm.
All right, well, I would take off my armor and I will start walking to that bathhouse outside in my loincloth.
Oh yeah, you gonna pass by Bertha?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You're going to. It's gonna take. It takes like 10 minutes to take off full plate.
Yeah.
And you're going to get Barthaniel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barthaniel. I forgot his name. I keep on calling Bartholomew. But Hamo, where are you heading to?
The bar.
The bar.
Yep.
Okay. The tavern. And where are you going?
What time is it?
At this point, probably about 9 p.m.
Leopold, I would quite like your assistance in checking out the church that we went to earlier.
Well, of course. I'll
Thank you.
gladly go with you.
I wish I was here.
Did she say that out loud?
Straight to have a cake and eat it too.
I just don't want to be alone when I find a dead body, guys. Come on.
Yeah, but she's going to investigate the tragedy that has happened.
Yeah, well, you guys go
gonna-
on your date.
Everyone's going out to party.
I'm gonna get my money back.
But I didn't ask earlier. Matt, your character. What is his drive? What is his goal? What is he trying to accomplish?
His main goal is to find a princess.
Oh, find the princess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa.
A very specific princess.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
It took me a bit, but I got it.
You said you son of a bitch.
So let's see.
That is why he is on a journey to Pearl Reach.
Yeah.
It all started hitting me when you said he's looking for a princess.
Yeah,
Going to
in
Pearl
there.
Reach, and I'm like, oh hell no.
So the princesses of Pearl Reach. There's Amelia and Vanessa. Is there a specific one he's gunning for?
We'll find that out later.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll leave that open. Anyway, so
It ain't looking so bad for having to kill him now.
Oh, now what are you doing?
Oh me. All right. Let's see. So everyone will go on their way. Hamo, you'll be able to go to the tavern first because it's just right across the way. And then, cool. Yeah, we'll do that. I need to take another break though. If you guys want to keep playing, do a little bit more because it'd be an awkward place to stop.
Yeah.
For,
I can play another new one. Yeah.
So, or for our one-shot character.
Mhm.
May have to be a two-shot. I don't know.
no.
Oh no! Anyway, we'll go take another quick break, use the bathroom and stuff. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. See what's happening.
come up with
Find
more
some mysteries out. We got a lot on our plate still. Be right back. Woo! Hey, welcome back. Had to take a quick bathroom break. And it's always that second one. I drink too much energy drink. So anyway, right before the break, you guys went back to the inn, found Ruby and your bear Henry. He had a wig on that you guys had seen earlier, which only you knew was a wig. Mm-hmm. The rest of you, that's the dude's scalp, like straight up. That's his hair. But she put the necklace back on, and she just like looked fatigued and passed out. And now you guys got a couple of goals in mind, a few things. Belle and
Belle's trying to make sure there are no loose ends to tie up.
Leopold.
Leopold.
I said leotard earlier, and I was making a joke, and now that's sticking in my head.
Call him Leopold.
Leopold. Leopold. They're going back out to where you guys originally found that elf. What was his name again, Mary?
Mandrake.
There he is. Mandrake. We go back to where you guys met him to see if you guys can find a body or anything that maybe Ruby left behind. Mm-hmm. Oseron, you are getting ready for your date.
Yeah.
You guys are supposed to meet up at the tavern after she gets off work, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at the tavern.
I hadn't forgotten. I'm glad you guys remembered because I was gonna. Anyway, you may be fashionably late. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Haimo, you are heading to the tavern because you guys learned through the young thieves members that are hanging out in the fort that Thorbolt is supposedly the new leader of the Thieves Guild branch in Little Fort. And Scron, you are going back to find Barthaniel, probably to beat him up and take your money back.
To get him ready for the day.
With the girl that you guys haven't even talked to yet?
Right.
Okay.
That we're putting all in the hands of a stranger.
Cool. So everybody's going their separate ways. You haven't, like, you're getting your armor off, doffing your armor at this point.
Yeah.
So Haimo, you're going to be able to walk across the way over to the what's it called? Where's that? There's somewhere.
Burnt down bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I don't know where I wrote it down at. Somewhere on here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the burnt down bar. It's listed backwards. Anyway, so yeah, you go over to the burnt down bar, and usually at this time of night it'd be pretty lively, but it sounds kind of quiet coming from the tavern. But I go and enter.
Yeah.
And Thorbalt's behind the counter, and the place is pretty full, but everyone just kind of has looks in their face like they're just kind of like something happened. And they're just they're still talking. It's still noisy, but just not, loud and good times going on. And they kind of see you walk in, and see several of them they always kind of eye you. Your back's still toward the door, but they're looking at you when you come in. And they kind of turn back around.
Yeah, I still got my clothes on and everything.
Yeah, they haven't noticed yet, though.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar.
Okay, yeah, you walk up to the bar, and you can actually hear it kind of get more quiet behind you as you turn to the bar. And Thorbolt is kind of comes up to you, but he's kind of looking at everyone behind you, kind of like with that you can see in his eyes. He's kind of like, "What's going on?" And then he's like, "Oh, well, welcome back. What can I do for you?"
Need something to drink.
All right. What are you drinking? We got the Dragon's Ale, or we just got, just the well, the good old cheap stuff.
Dragon's Ale will work.
All right. He goes, grabs up a cup, a big old tankard, really, and starts filling it up.
Trying to make me a dwarf.
He is a dwarf, so this is normal for him, and sits down this large tankard in front of you.
I'll just let it sit there. Why is it so quiet in here tonight?
Well, you walked in, and everybody's acting kind of weird, and just kind of looking. You go, give a perception check real quick.
Perception. 23.
23? Okay, you can kind of, there's a couple of glasses that are kind of sitting in front of you on the bar, and you're looking at them, and you can kind of see the reflection of people behind you, and several of them kind of stood up, and they're like holding their hand up and pointing at it. They're like trying to tell him something, but he doesn't seem to really get it. He's kind of like, you can see a confused look on his face. He's looking past you. But other than that, just one of our one of our boys ran into a little bit of trouble tonight, but nothing major. Just everybody's shaking up a little bit.
Oh, okay. And one of these says that kind of turn around on the stool, look at everybody behind me.
Yeah, and then like you can see like three of them are just kind of standing behind you, and they're just kind of like they just kind of turn and like sit back down because you caught them red-handed.
Yeah, and I'll stay turned around long enough for them to look at the back of my cage.
Oh yeah, it only takes a second, and all right, you turn.
And I turn back around. How much I owe you for this?
Where'd you get that cloak?
It's mine.
Since when?
It's always been mine.
Nothing. It's on the house.
You sure? And I'll pull out the coin. Oh, wait. That's not gold. Gold piece?
And he holds his hand out.
Flick it to him.
He kind of like fumbles a little bit, but then he catches onto it. And like it's like dead quiet in there now.
How long have you been around here? What'd you say your name was again?
Thorvald. It's not the first time we've met.
No, it's not.
I saw you on the road with that those dwarves.
Are you talking about in the big pimp ride?
No, before that. They bought some boots off me. And you don't actually remember this happening.
Yeah,
because you were other Hymo at this point.
I don't remember that.
Well, and he kind of like clears his throat and looks at everybody. What are y'all looking at? Go back to drinking. And he's like, they kind of start talking again behind you, and like the noise picks up a bit more. He kind of rubs his face a little bit. So where'd you get that coin at? And he kind of like puts his down on the counter, and you can see the golden coin with the crow on it.
Picked it up in Pearl Reach.
And he grabs his back up.
I take the one that I have and put it in the shared
Bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He just kind of sits there like he's thinking, and
you're probably wondering if I murdered everybody, huh?
Well, if you didn't have that coin, I wouldn't have believed you. But there's really no other way you could get it. Yeah. Did you murder everyone?
Yeah. If you have to ask, yeah. They're not breeding.
No, I mean, so the story is you've been dead for 10 years.
That's what I keep hearing.
And I met you not a month and a half ago. And you don't remember that? And he kind of like reaches behind the counter and has like a clear glass bottle with some green liquid in it, and just kind of turns it up, starts drinking. Arcus isn't around anymore. I mean, he's still around, but he's not the leader anymore. I'm running the show around here now. That's not going to be a problem with you, is it?
Just depends.
Well, I mean, no. They voted me in. Now, I know it's not typical for a dwarf to be in my line. It's historically been elves only. But so what have you heard?
I heard about you getting voted in.
Yeah.
Heard a few unsatisfactory things about the way that you got here.
He kind of like chuckles to himself a little bit. There's not so much honor left in the guild anymore as there used to be. I just simply use the tools at my disposal to take the reins and drive things in a direction more fitting to the current world we live in.
I'm about to say, if you're not going to honor the guild, then why are you the head of this chapter?
I definitely honor it. but the old ways of just, no offense, just murder and thievery. It's not what it used to be. Current Thieves Guild versus Thieves Guild of old. There's no honor left. But hopefully, with maybe a new way of thinking, we can change all that. It kind of bites his lip a little bit. No, I mean, you may be a traditionalist, I know, but there's no place for the old Thieves Guild in this world.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been around a long time. How long have you've been around quite a while yourself, haven't you?
180 years. Don't look a day over 100, though.
What do you know about my family here? You look like you knew that question was coming.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's go talk in the back.
Okay.
And he'll go to the side and pull up the
Counter.
yeah, whatever the counter's called is the door to the counter. He'll walk around to a door that's over to the left, and he grabs the knob, and he's like, "Well, one of our boys are in here, a little hurt, but nothing to worry about." And he opens the door and steps in. You follow?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go to you guys at this point. Mary and Matt.
Cool. All right.
So you guys are heading out to the church.
Yeah, heading in the direction that we met Mandrake at.
Yeah, you guys go in there. Like I said, it's dark. There's no lamps in the city, so you do have to produce your own light if you really want to see where you're going. Other than just the lights and windows of houses,
Well, I have my goggles.
and moonlight. I mean, there is enough moonlight to see where you're going.
Yeah.
But I can need perception checks, especially with. Well, it'll be a disadvantage for both of you.
Okay.
Unless you like I said, unless you wear your goggles or produce light.
Yeah.
So yeah, heading towards the church. You guys get there, no problem. Nobody really stopped you. There's not a lot of people on the street. It seems this area is kind of it's almost eerily quiet. There's nobody out here right now.
So whilst we're talking. So Pearl's Reach, huh?
Yes, I feel that is where I need to go.
Why? I mean, I lived there for a long time, actually.
Oh, you can tell me all about it then.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place, beautiful city. Bit of trouble with the paladins and the elves. Had a little bit of a bit of history, but actually the way they've changed some things, and it's quite going well at the moment. So
I've never had a problem there.
Yeah. Well, neither have I personally, but the friends that I keep.
And they are great friends.
They are wonderful, wonderful people who
I'm
don't
sure
deserve to be discriminated against. And
I'm sure
unfortunately,
they keep you entertained constantly.
They do. All right, so while we're talking, I'm kind of looking at the ground for blood or anything suspicious. With my goggles on.
So you're going around like the back of the church again? Yeah. Okay. As you get to the church, like even earlier when you guys came through, like the doors of the church were open. They're closed now, and like you don't even hear anything. Even without a perception check, it's just quiet. It's kind of creepily quiet. But you're looking around. Make a perception check or investigation, whichever one. It's fine. Because you're looking for things that are out in the open.
14.
Okay. Are you helping her?
Yeah.
All right. Roll with advantage.
Yep, I'll take my 14.
Okay. Let's see. You take a look around for a while, and kind of close to the area where you guys remember seeing him, you do find a couple of bits of blood and such on the ground. Not a lot, but there is some, and you can see a bit of flesh and some hair. But like I said, just a couple of pieces, nothing grotesque and
nothing that would draw anyone else's attention.
Yeah, you would have to be looking for it to really find it.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Listen, Belle, is this something we need to be doing right now? Like, is there anything that we need to do besides this? Like, do we need to warn the authorities that something may have happened?
All I'm trying to do is protect my sister, who, again, is a wonderful, wonderful person who very unfortunately is living with this curse. And she's never, ever, to my knowledge, ever harmed anyone before who didn't deserve to be harmed. Of course, you know, battles happen and such. But
I mean, we saw a man's scalp.
we did, but that he could still be okay.
You think she just gave him a haircut?
That is quite possible. I mean, what would we... If we all let the authorities, then they're going to try and take my sister away, and I can't have that happen. And if that's something that you're thinking you may want to do, I'm not going to be able to let you do that.
Well, all due respect, I think we should do what's right here. If we don't find I hate saying it, a body at this point, we should do the right thing and alert the authorities.
And as you say that, you hear a kind of a gruff voice in the distance say, or you could just let us handle it, as 4 figures kind of step out of the darkness. More like some people were hiding around listening. So, your sister, you returned to the crime to cover it up, huh? Well, she attacked one of our boys, and well, we don't appreciate that. As this larger man with a orange and black bandana wrapped around his head, with 3 other hooded figures with him. You guys are up against the back of the church, and they kind of come in, trying to block you guys off. But they definitely do not look like they have good intentions as they are brandishing their weapons.
Mm-hmm. Hi. So what happened here again?
And he kind of just like scoffs a little bit. And you guys roll initiative.
2 balls. 2 balls. They about to rap battle the shit out of these guys.
The Bard Battle!
Battle of the Bards! I rolled a 9.
All right, let me get my little paper out here. Let's see.
Rap battles of history, baby.
Rap Battles of History. It begins! Let's see. What is he? Okay, well, let's see. Cool. What just tell me what you guys got again?
9.
10.
9 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
The
god.
Bard
We're gonna win this battle!
Ain't gonna have to murder
So you got 10, you said, and Belle got 9.
9.
All right. Cool. All right. Scron. You make it to the bookstore.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Well.
See, y'all do your studying. You need to do all your stuff over there.
Do some studying real quick.
I knocked.
Yeah.
Pretty hard.
What? It's late.
I knocked harder.
And he can like see through the window, like he's just like this dude's like kind of like laying on the ground, like his back's to you, and he's kind of got his hand up on the ground, and you see like a stack of books kind of around him, and he kind of like rolls over and looks at the door. Oh my god. Are you back here to take your money back?
Listen, no. We're going on women training 101 tonight.
Woman training?
That's right.
That's right. He kind of like sits there for a second and thinks. Maybe a persuasion check. 11. He kind of like rolls up and like kind of struggles to stand up a little bit, and walks to the door, and You can hear like the deadbolt on the inside unlatch, and he kind of opens it. So what do we do?
Well, for one, we gotta close the shop. Then you're gonna come with me.
I mean, do I need anything?
No.
It's just kind of breathing heavy from standing up.
I mean, first off, is my gold in there secure? Make sure it's secure.
Yeah.
If my gold isn't there, this will be bad.
Okay, it's secure. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, lock the door and let's go.
Okay.
You're coming with me.
Okay. Do I need like change or something?
No.
No. Okay, good. We don't have to go by my mom's house. Kind of turns and like kind of heavy footsteps, walks over to the counter, and he kind of blows out the lamp that's on the counter, and comes back and shuts the door. Or actually, he blows it out and he comes back to the door and locks it, and then he walks to the back. And moments later, he'll come around the side of the house, or the shop.
All right. First and foremost, how old are you? Can you drink at the time?
I mean, a dwarf. You challenging me to a drinking competition?
Not much of a challenge, but
I'm 32. Okay.
good. All right. In that case, follow me, and we'll discuss things.
Okay. And what are you taking him to?
Just gonna take him to the tavern.
Okay, so you're heading that way. All right. Oseron, you have taken off your armor, and what are you doing?
Running down the stilts because I'm trying to hurry and get.
You trying to hurry?
Yeah, and as I'm running down the stilts, and then I want to turn to the counter. Is Bertha there?
Oh yeah, she's there, and she's just kind of like.
I'm in my loincloth.
She's like slack jaw, like.
I'm gonna catch you later tonight, right? In my room. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, where are you going now?
I'm getting ready for later tonight.
Oh.
You be there, all right? You be there.
You need help?
No, I'm good. I can handle all this by myself. Mwah.
She kind of like sticks the spoon in her mouth a little bit. Okay.
I go, mwah. All right, catch you later. And then I run to the bathhouse to go.
Okay, so you run out, and then the little bathing area is like just kind of like a side building that's connected to this, so you can run out and go there.
Yeah, I go there and I start.
And then there's actually there's a door that's inside this place as well, so you don't have to go outside. But that's fine.
But no, you gotta let it know.
You run down the streets.
Yeah, you gotta let everyone know I ain't afraid.
All right. Cool. So you're doing that. You're going out to the bath. You go out there and hop in there. Let's go back to Hamo then. Hamo, you go. It's kind of like a back room, and you can see like there's like an office desk there, and there's several ledgers and books in this room. There's a lantern, a couple lanterns on the wall. They're hanging on there, and they're lit. The room is lit. Sitting in one of the chairs, and there's a couple other elves, and there's 3 elves, 2 that seem to be kind of like hovering over this guy and like checking him out, and then you see a elf sitting there, bald headed, but he has like 2 large gashes across the top of his head, and as you walk past, he's sobbing, but it's Mandrake. Is his name right?
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, Mandrake. He's there, and he's repeating the story over again that this clawed monster came out of nowhere and attacked him behind the church, and they're trying to comfort him. It's like, yeah, we know, we sent some people out there to check it out. It's fine. and Thorvald is like, yeah, it's he came in bleeding, freaked everybody out. He's gonna live. We just gotta heal him up. But something in town, something over the west side by the church attacked him. And then he kind of like snatched his weave right off. Then he goes over to like a bookshelf, and he grabs the edge and kind of pulls it back, and it goes to another like a darker unlit room.
Unlit.
And
opposite of lit.
He's like, he goes in first.
I'll follow.
Yeah, and as you go in, there's a door, a crow's door here, and he takes his coin out and taps it. And it'll open up into steps that go down. And they'll lead you down if you choose to follow. Kind of like, much like, if you remember the Pro Reach underground kind of thing. Much like that. Very dungeon-esque, but this one looks like they actually took care of it. Like it's more like a proper... It's actually much like you remember it. It's just like it's a proper guild. There's tables, there's books, there's training equipment, and the such. And he kind of takes you over to another bar area that's there, and kind of he just takes a seat at one of the tables that's in front of it and offers you a seat.
Yeah, I'll sit down.
Right. And he kind of just rubs his face, and he's like, so I brought you down here, you know, just the precautions, the wards and everything, because if anything was up, then, you know, the alarms would have gone off and such. So you must really, really be him. I thought maybe by chance it was just Pro Reach sending someone that looked like you out here. I mean, you look the same face. I remember you. I was around when you were here. I mean, of course, I never saw your face, but anyway, long story short, the same. Looking good. So, the Pro Reach Thieves Guild, they came under the assumption that your family lived here, a brother, and his wife and children, or wife and child. They came to us for help. Arcus wasn't sure what to do, and I recommended that maybe not everyone had to die. So just to cut the chase, because no, you don't want to hear the whole story. Your family is not. They were not murdered by the Thieves Guild. We hid them away. The nearby forest. But the problem is that the forest has become cursed since in the last few years, and we have not heard from them since.
So you have like any maps, anything of where they are?
We've sent in a few men to check, but they haven't come back.
When did you send out the last one?
It was a year ago. But when 2 didn't come back, we just assumed the worst. So I can't tell you if they're okay. I can't tell you if they're dead or not now. The forest was safe when we put them out there and hid them away. We set it up. We put some pigs' bodies in the house, burnt the house, made it look like that they died to cover up the trail and not look for them. But 5 years ago, everyone that's gone out in the forest hasn't come back. And that's just simple as that.
Okay. So how do I know you're not lying to me, Thorvald? Can I roll on them?
You can if you want to.
Just to see what that kind of leaning. I ain't gonna take that one out. What am I rolling?
Insight.
Yeah, insight on him.
14.
14. Just roll right. You can tell that he's being like very cautious with the whole situation, but you can't find any real reason that he's lying or any tells in his face or anything that he seems like overly nervous while he's telling you the story. He just seems like he's being careful.
I got another question for you, Thorwald. Why did Arco step down?
Well, part of the reason is because he felt like he betrayed the guild when he did not support the Pro Reach extension and let me persuade him to try to help your family out because they didn't do anything wrong. They were just innocent. There's no reason to kill them. There's no political game at play. There was no lives being saved. It was just murder. But the old ways and such, once the contract is made and taken, then that's it. And so he was conflicted and stepped down. There are a lot of the members in the Thieves Guild thinks that I blackmailed him and forced him to leave, but that's not the case. But I just leave that alone and let them think that I'm some mastermind.
Yeah, I guess if it works towards your advantage, huh?
Always have the advantage.
On some things, maybe. But I will let you know this. If you're lying to me, I'll come for you.
Well, you know where to find me.
And even if you weren't here, I'd still find you. But thank you for
that's if you go into the woods.
Yeah.
I just hope you find what you're looking for and you make it out.
I plan on going there. I got a few loose ends that I need to tie up, but that's going to be in the near future for me.
Oh yeah, and he steps up and he just kind of walks off. He's like, "I'll be right back." And kind of walks off in the distance. The place is it's not lit. It's not lit at all, but you can still see, of course. Both of you can still see, and you can hear. It sounds like a key is opening something. And you hear like a wooden, like a box being opened, and he comes back, and he has you can see a chain and a stone in his hand, and he kind of holds it out, and it kind of drops down. And it's like a blue tear stone, and you recognize this as being of your wife's. She said that if you ever came back to give this to you.
I'll take it.
Yeah, he drops it in your hand. Yeah, it's a gift that you have given her many years ago.
Wow.
Well, how about we go back upstairs and get a drink?
That actually sounds like a good idea.
All right, and yeah, he'll start walking back up the stairs. Back to you guys.
Right,
who
is
are
the main
currently
guy
being jumped by the people that are checking out the situation?
is the main guy approaching me a human or an elf?
These are elven.
All right, spell I worked out won't work.
Oh, the charms! Oh no!
Ha-ha!
They only have resistance, so you just roll at disadvantage, right? And then if you're charming through your instrument, you get advantage, so it just goes out to normal. Is that how it works?
It just says creatures that can't be charmed are immune. So
I don't think they cannot be charmed.
I don't think they're immune. I just think
they get advantage.
Yeah.
I think they just get advantage. Just in the elf part in
creatures
the
that can't be charmed
player's
are immune
handbook.
to this effect.
Hmm?
Right? If you
It
want to,
does say on the
it says they're
card
immune.
that-
But if you want to say that they
Who,
can,
elves?
yeah, creatures that can't be charmed.
That means does it say elves cannot be charmed on your card?
It says in the player's handbook that elves cannot be charmed.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's what we're just checking right now because our elf doesn't. He's not too sure. But anyway,
They
he's
have
going first anyway.
resistance to charm,
I know.
right?
Yeah.
They're not
That's
immune.
different than immunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, resistance and immunity is two different things.
I know. I wrote it down for Rin because she's an elf. She can't be charmed.
Hmm.
Remember, because when I was writing out Rin's character, I was like, oh, elves can't be put to sleep. I've put elves to sleep before as
Yeah,
well.
let's charm and put to sleep is two different things. Because elves just don't sleep; they go into trance. I mean, you got a player's handbook right there. You can look it up.
If you want to let me do it, that's fine by me.
I mean, I'm worried about this dude that's attacking you right now because he's coming, and he is coming at Matt. He's taking the dude on, as you seem to be more of the threat, right? He'll take a swing at you.
I don't know.
But let's see. Boop, 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 boop. He misses for sure.
You have advantage on
Advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep.
Yeah, you can't be
Okay,
put to sleep.
so yeah. All right. So my suggestion will work. They just have advantage.
So if you do it through your magical instrument you have, you would get advantage to charm people, but he has advantage to resist it. So it's just like it just evens out.
Okie dokie.
Or they have it would give them disadvantage is the way I should word it. And okay, so one of these is going to hit you because he just is a crit. But the other, but he rolled a 1 and a 3. The other one was a 20. So anyway, this is with a dagger. This is a second attack. It's not that bad. 7 damage.
Okay.
And then it is your turn, Leopold.
Okay. I'm going to play my pipe and slam the ground. I'm going to cast a major image.
Okay, cool. What is your major image?
It is of a huge frost giant. It is around the corner and it's going to make the turn.
Okay, do they have to roll anything against that?
On their turn.
Okay. Is it like a fear?
No, this is just an image out there.
Oh, okay. So you're making it look like something else is showing up.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. All right.
You want to throw a song at him to make that happen?
That is now Belle's turn.
All right. You stop right there. I'm a bubbly bard. Turn and leave or things will get hard. Oh, you gangsters are such big ruffies. I'm going to put you in handcuffies.
All right. So what are you doing? What are you doing to him?
Well, bam! I'm suggesting that the main guy runs away. He needs to roll a wisdom save of, it needs to beat 18.
Okay. So suggestion, you just give him the idea that he should run away.
Yeah. If he beats 18, then he will not run.
Yeah, I mean, if he fails, does he have
If
to
he
run?
fails, then he will pursue the course of action as described to the best of his abilities.
Okay, so...
And my suggestion was for him to turn and leave.
Or you're going to put him in handcuffs?
Absolutely.
In handcuffies.
In handcuffs. It's just, the suggestion is just such a hard thing because it's like...
Yeah, you can suggest anything, really.
Yeah.
No, as long as you can't suggest anything that's harmful to him. You suggest reasonable things. And it would be reasonable for him to turn and leave. I think that's a reasonable
He's here,
suggestion.
and he just heard you say that your sister attacked his friend, so it's not very reasonable just for him to walk away at this point. That's what I'm saying.
That's
It's
how
like-
the spell works, though. You can't just decide it's
Well,
unreasonable.
you can't
otherwise
decide
the
that it
spell would
is.
never
That's
ever
what.
work.
He did you.
It's like it's something like it says something reasonable. So it's like
Suggest a
you
course
shoot somebody
of
in the face, and
activity.
you're like, it's reasonable for you to pretend that we did not just do that. No, it's not.
Suggest a course of activity and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you.
Mhm.
The suggestion must be worded in such a manner to make the course of action sound reasonable.
Uh-huh.
So you can't ask the creature to stab itself, throw itself onto a spear, blah, blah, blah.
So your course of action is to leave, or you're going to put him in handcuffs, and that's reasonable that he should run away and from you.
I was just making it rhyme. The suggestion is to leave.
I don't want to just like throw everything you do away, Mary, but you don't make it easy.
Fine,
These
whatever.
guys, they're freaking here to
Whatever.
murder you
There's
for.
also a frost giant that just turned the corner.
Yeah, it's more reasonable for you to be like, "There's the thing that actually attacked her," and then be like, "Oh shit," and go fight it. But sure, let's see. He runs away. Fuck it. It's because I can just see the disappointment, but it's like the lamest spell. Stop using that spell like that, please.
It's a level 2 enchantment.
Yeah, it's an enchantment that's got to be reasonable. They have every reason in the world not to run away. As a little girl and a princely dude are out here saying that they know who attacked their friend and are trying to protect them.
Alright, fuck it.
It's just... Like every time I use that spell, I'm like, this is not reasonable. Reason would be like, hey, we can talk about this. Anyway, whatever. So that's your turn. The other two are still going to attack you, or the other three. Let's see. Does a 19 hit you, Matt?
Yes.
Okay. 18.
Yes.
And a 9.
No.
Okay. All right. 10 damage as 2 of them run up to you and begin to start shaking you. They look very confused as their captain just ran away from this little kid's ROM. But they do look like they're like free, kind of like looking back at this thing that's coming around the corner. But they still heard what you guys said, so they're conflicted and confused. Captain's running away. Leopold, your turn.
Okay.
They seem very distracted as they're still attacking you, but they're looking over their corner. Does this major image, does it make noise as it's walking, like footsteps or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
It's just standing there right now.
Yeah.
Like looking terrifying.
Yeah, they're definitely things are going to get wild. All right, anyway, go ahead.
I throw my cloak up and I give the command word to my dancing blade.
Yeah.
Dance, rapier.
Yeah, and the sword leaps into the air.
It leaps in the air and it starts spinning. And then it attacks the first guy that attacked. No, the second guy that attacked me.
Okay. Yeah. It's on your. You got to make the attack roll still.
It is my attack roll. 20.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm gonna use a bardic inspiration to do a flourish.
Sweet.
12 damage. Nope. 13, 14, 15. 16 damage.
Okay. And this
it
one
is a defensive flourish, so I get +4 to my AC for the next turn.
Cool. This one falls. Then you hit. Falls down, and the other two kind of look down like, "Oh shit!" And they look like they're starting to panic at the situation.
Please run away.
Belle, your turn. Unless you had any more movement or anything you wanted to do.
Oh, I can spit a rhyme at him right quick.
Yeah. You have bonus action. Or well, you use your bonus action to use the sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Belle, what you want to do? These guys look like they're starting to freak out. Their captain ran away. This monster just came around the
Well,
corner.
I don't actually want to attack them because
Yeah.
I don't think that they're evil people.
Yeah. Did you do lethal damage to the one that you hit?
Let's say it pierced him in the arm.
Okay, so you want to do non-lethal?
Yeah.
That's fine. It's fine. We'll say it did non-lethal.
Okay. It's kind of just dangling there right now.
He's like,
You can skip to the other people and come back to the battle if you want.
Oh.
Because I don't know what I want to do.
They run away. They run away. Because the technicalities of one spell just kind of took the air out of that one.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, they flee. They pick up their friend and they're trying to drag him away. And if you guys don't stop them, then they will disappear back into the night.
I send my image after him.
Yeah, you just kind of make it slide after him. And they're just like, You think they kind of drop their friend at one point and they kind of run around.
Bloop, bloop. Oh, shit.
I have it made it look like he's like reaching at him.
God, yeah, they actually leave the guy on the ground and just keep running. They leave him behind.
And he like fake pets him and just disappears.
Yeah, okay. Cool. All right. And yeah, you guys are left in the alleyway alone.
I'll run up to the guy and tell him we didn't want any of this to happen.
The guy on the ground?
Yeah.
He's unconscious.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I think I have a healing word.
You gonna heal him up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too loud.
I have cure wounds.
Y'all are the nicest people I have ever seen. Oh, we're coming to fight y'all. We're gonna make you run away. Hit you. We run away. Knock you out.
I've been down, grab his head, and like cuff him. I'm like, none of this was meant to happen. Please open your eyes and look in mine.
You cast a spell on him.
Cast a spell on him.
All right, how much health are you giving him back?
Ooh, let's see. 1d4 plus mod, so it is gonna be
Crazy. Efficient.
8 health.
8 health, and his eyes kind of flicker open a little bit. And
He just sees me smiling at him.
Oh, my prince. And he kind of like shakes his head. Ah! And like kind of like pushes you away and like jumps up, looks around and sees he's all alone.
I'm glad you're awake.
He just turns and starts booking it.
Nice meeting you.
Yep. And yeah, you guys are still there. They ran away. What's up?
I guess go back to the inn.
I guess we're not gonna find any trace of anything, right?
You just found the few pieces, and then these people came like they were looking for whatever did this.
Listen, Belle, we're not gonna do any more good out here.
No,
We should call it a night.
I agree.
And I extend my hand.
Now take it, and we'll walk back to the inn.
That sounds reasonable. All right, good job. Let's see. Well, that's probably enough for the night. Yeah, I'm done with the night. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time. Leopold, he may disappear into the night, or he may see him next time. We don't know.
We'll see.
If you have any fan art or anything,
more songs.
let us know on hashtag Cruiser Plus on Twitter. We'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye.
Deuces.